have one, but it is master. Gonna come in defense. Can't be used for a synchro summon, but I'm gonna let you on a little secret. I don't think I'm gonna be
just
needing
tribute
that.
summon
I'm
it for
gonna tribute
Brachion and
off
win?
this master for the Brachion.
Yep.
And we're just gonna go to battle.
Bro, I'm just dead, aren't I?
You are
Like,
just dead. Yeah. just straight up. I'm not gonna
Why
kill
didn't
you
we
with
just
these,
make
but,
3
you're gonna
darts?
take
What the
damage
fuck?
and
Am I
Yeah,
crazy?
the contract's
What the
killed.
fuck was this
Damn,
play?
Let me just double check and make
Why
sure
did
this
we
is all
Swamp
legal. I mean,
King?
this is all above the table.
They're pendulums, Gage. It's Master Rule 3. What do you expect?
Yeah, they are pretty insane, aren't they? Yeah, I'm dead. All right, you got it.
All right, cool. Next game.
What the fuck? Okay.
Oh man, that is painful.
Alex, I think I signed that contract before reading the fine print. I got
Before
rinsed
reading the fine print, you
quickly,
didn't read
bro. I
shit.
thought that would take a lot longer. I thought Flare Metal surely would be able to like at least survive.
Yeah, the
Well-
Dynamis came to collect, that's for sure.
yeah, bro. Yeah, that was unfortunate.
You've never had good luck against this deck, I will say.
No, I know, and that's
This
what
is
I'm trying to think,
spreadsheetless
your deck is
behavior.
Like a go second powerhouse, right? I didn't see any background of you. Is Howling out at this point? The good trap card?
Howling
I
is
will let
not
you know
out. You
Howling
lost
is
to a
not out at this
howlingless
point.
deck.
That'd be nice.
That's a key thing to know. So I don't know what you set up turn 1 if you go first. I'm gonna let you go first. I'm gonna go second here.
Interesting. Okay. See how it works out for
See
you.
if it pays off. Let's see if it pays off.
It
Fuck.
might, looking at the way
Okay, this
hand's
is kind of a
shaping
crappy
up.
hand.
Yeah,
What if we just
let's
wait?
See what you fucking do about it. Spinos, Plesios, Pen Summon Rex. Go.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. If it attacks, no longer need to read it.
Yeah.
Moving on. Okay. Stand by main. I'm gonna start with my own copy of.
It's only
Pot of
fair.
Greed.
I got a game 1.
Yeah. It's only fair. Ooh. Those draws are freaking. Ooh.
Adam Axolotl, thank you for the sub.
Is it good or bad, or is it
That's a
undetermined?
bad. What the fuck? That's
Oh,
a
The
bad.
Deity
one.
of
Okay.
War, thank you for the
That's a-
30.
that's a
Another
stinky
Weasley, thank you for
what
the
the
3.
fuck.
Is Rex
Cephalon
just
B,
that
thank you for the
annoying?
11.
It's not the Rex. I'm trying to figure out how to wipe you off the face of the earth, bro. And then, like, rather than like put up something decent, I want to know how to completely demolish you. This doesn't seem so bad, so I think I'm gonna go with what I see. I'm gonna use my DD Swirl Slime from hand.
Okay.
Okay.
Pitching it in Savant.
Nicola.
Don't read him. He doesn't do anything.
I was about to say,
special.
I've never seen that card in my
yeah,
life.
You don't have to read him. Don't worry. I'm gonna summon the Dark from hand.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
From there, I'm going to utilize my 1-for-1.
Okay,
I'm going
we
to
get
pitch
Lammy.
this
Oh!
Oh, you're really on some shit.
Oh, we're
Okay.
cooking.
You know I am.
Who's the other
Summoning
plant?
from the deck. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna summon the glow up bulb from the deck.
Okay.
There it is. I found it.
I'm gonna synchro off with these two.
For
Make it.
Siegfried.
I'm going to make
There's no Siegfried, I can tell you that.
no Siegfried, but I'm gonna make we're gonna make Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend here.
Not bad.
Okay, sure.
I'm gonna use the effect, attempt to blow up the Rex.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. And then you take 500.
Ooh, big damage.
But
An
we're actually
absolute
dead here
crippling
then.
amount of damage, I'm aware. From there, I'm gonna use the glow up bulb in my graveyard.
Okay.
Mill a nice card here.
Oh my god, we're
summon
gonna
it
make
back.
Abyss. We're gonna win.
Would have loved to have that Twin Twister, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna synchro off with these two.
Ooh, what are we making now?
And then I'm going to make Hot Red Dragon Archfiend
Ooh.
Abyss. Properly synchro summon.
Properly
Isn't that
synchro
crazy?
summon. Crazy. Okay, sure.
Okay.
Love this guy's artwork. So cool.
I do too. He's such a stud. Let's see here. I'm gonna activate a Dark Contract with the Swamp
We win.
King.
Sure.
We
Use it.
win.
And yeah, I'm gonna use that. Let's see here. We're gonna use the Savant and the Swirl Slime. I'm gonna summon another Dark here.
Sure.
Oh my god, any normal
It's
wins?
a nice little 6K right there. It's not enough though. I feel like I definitely did mess something up there.
Could we
Whatever.
spore
It's good
out
enough.
something?
Let's go battle
Like
phase,
spore a 9?
28,
Oh
32.
my
Take it all.
god.
All right, main phase 2. I'll just add a set card, and let me read Rex again here.
He's got a neat little effect.
He's doing something. That's what I'm reading.
He has to tribute another Dinovis, to be fair, though. Otherwise,
Oh.
he's just a vanilla. So that makes you feel any better.
No, I guess that's it then. I'll just pass turn.
All right, I'll draw. Stand by.
During your
He did not remember
No, go
the
ahead, you're good.
tuner
Main
effect,
phase
by the way, yeah.
All right, main phase 1 it is. I will Gamma Seal your Hot Red.
Such a tragic,
Yeah, this
tragic
is a bit
end for the
tragic,
guy.
too.
Oh no, they're all going. No.
I mean, we're still fine.
my hard
All we
work.
need is
Yep.
1,000 life points and
Okay,
we win.
stop.
You
Here
have
I'm going
something
to.
here?
Yeah, here I'm going to use my Dark Contract
Oh,
of the Witch.
it's a
Okay.
50-50. Oh, it's
I'm
actually
going
a
to
0.
pitch this Dark Contract of the Swamp King. I'm going to target high scale or low scale, man. I feel like you're gonna have more of these, so I'm gonna pop this.
And pop my Plesios. Sure. So this will go to the extra deck. It's not banished, right? Yeah.
Oh,
just
wait,
destroy.
shit.
Yeah,
we
just
win.
Oh, actually.
Yeah,
sorry,
I was gonna say
forgot
he
the
gets to
Dynamis
pick
cards
which one he
have,
pops.
No.
replacement effects. So yeah,
No,
I'm
don't
actually.
read that. Don't read that.
Let me put this.
Wait.
Spinos out
This
here
one is
instead.
actually worse
read
because
that.
getting the
Stop.
Spinos is like
No,
really
put it.
powerful.
Okay.
The reason for that is because I have a 3 scale.
No, I know. He read the
Okay, well, we're not
I did
dead
have the
dead.
cards, yeah,
We
we'll
are gonna
bang.
take a million
We
damage.
have 2 guys out.
Dead at least. Right?
You're not dead. I can get you really low because
I
all
mean,
I can do
do.
is I could go like Spinos Tribute Rex and then deal 5k to you, and then your
You take
contracts take you
2,
down
but
to
he's still- that's
1, and
enough.
That doesn't game you. Alternatively, we could go like Rex, get rid of something. Probably what we'll do anyway. I'm pretty much all in on this. I'll just go battle.
Yep.
I'll go Spinos,
Yep. I'll take the 25.
and then I'll go 24.
Okay.
Then end of the damage step, I'm gonna trigger Rex, tributing off the Spinos.
Okay.
And then I get to shuffle a card away. Yeah, Rex can only attack monsters. That's annoying.
Guess you
okay. I
shuffle
would've
away
gamed
the
it anyway. So now the question is, what do I get rid of here?
I mean the
Witch can pop me.
No,
if
it's
you
gotta
actually
be
have
the
another
Swamp
thing to
King,
pop
right?
with it. Kind of randomly annoying, but you need to have something for it, and you're on like nothing at this point. So I think I have to get rid of King. So we'll do that.
Okay. And it gets shuffled into the deck?
Yep, it's shuffled.
Okay.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
redraw it, so be it. All right, go ahead.
All right. Draw. Stand by. I'll be taking 1,000 life points from my.
he doesn't look too
Continuous
distraught,
trap
so he
card?
might
Yeah,
be
you
able
will.
to do it.
I'll go to my main phase 1.
You don't seem like you're out of it. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't think I am. I'm trying to figure it out if I'm not.
Oh, also, this Rex gets buffed by 100
We have
attack
Spore
from its
Live.
effect, so it's 25 now. Very
Oh, man.
frightening.
Yes, he means business.
Like
now.
9
100
ads, 7
attack.
ads,
So
24
fucking
ads?
I mean, the first
Damn, I'm so sorry to hear all that, everyone.
Like 100 attack, really?
How am I killing you here?
Killing me. Oh.
Hey, you're at 50.
9,000
That's
ads,
nothing.
0
I
ads,
should
1
be able to
ad.
Take care of that. Oh, okay, yeah, that does.
Chad,
it.
you know, there's
I'm
a
gonna
really easy way to
activate
deal with
Dark
that.
Contract.
That is
Oh
like
my
the
god,
best
open
fucking
dark
way to
contract.
do this.
Oh, I don't know.
I know, I have my
don't know.
moments. I have my moments. I'm gonna use this effect.
Insane.
I'm going
yeah.
to add
We just win.
Necro Slime. from
Witch,
deck to
Pop
hand.
Rex,
Okay.
Necro Slime.
I am going to use Necro Slimes, not Necro Slime, sorry, the Dark Contract with the Witch. I'm going to pitch this Necro Slime, and I'm going to target your Rex.
Okay. I guess I have to Plesios this. So
Okay.
I will.
And that does
Targets
destroy
another-
Witch.
Yep, it targets. Okay.
Okay.
Got the Plesios out of the way.
I'm playing a very dangerous game right now.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm like trying to see
No, you're not
if I can
low.
min-max living at 100 to win this game on the next turn.
Witch is destroyed.
It's put me in a strange spot. I'm going to use my Necro Slime's effect. I'm going
Use
to banish...
It
I'm
doesn't
gonna
destroy
banish
Witch?
and
I
a
thought it
dark
did.
Here.
Okay.
I'm going to make another King Dark.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to use my Spore effect, Banishing Glow Up Bulb, to special it out.
Okay.
And I'm going to Synchro Summon.
What?
This goes to Graveyard, sorry.
Remember, Spore is a 2.
I'm aware.
Okay.
I know.
I'm like, all right, 9s aren't
What are we
particularly
doing?
common.
Just the gigantic.
Oh!
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna use.
That's
Cloud
pretty
Castle's
fucking
effect to
good.
bring back Hot Red.
It's level 9. Yeah.
Yeah, we
okay.
win.
There we go. The map.
And
is
now we make
mapping.
VFD.
You gonna overlay for like Dyson sphere now? You got some
For
more?
me, it's like VFD or something.
Yeah.
No.
Will he
no,
remember
I
this
don't have any
time?
nines.
Place your
so
bets.
The crazy thing is, like, you're gonna not live through this because this is
That's very
That's
interesting, half
exactly
miss.
16. Yeah. And you have nothing else. Battle phase. Good game.
How am I dying here?
Isn't this? Oh wait, I'm not. I can't count. I'm sorry. I can't count.
I'm like, this is
I
700. How
I
am I
literally
dead
can't
here?
count. Yeah, no, I can't count. That's fine.
I mean,
Shut
we're
up.
still making
Don't
this
say
play.
anything about
We're
it.
always making this play. There's not a
Okay,
card
so
that
I
Alice
guess I'm
can
just
draw
gonna
the
use
win.
this effect to take that 100 off of your Rex.
Sure, goes down to 24. Big damage.
Yeah. Battle phase, beat him up, bro.
Take 8. Yeah.
All right, main phase 2. Could imagine if Cloud Castle had attack points. I'm just gonna go to my end phase. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, at this point, it's like I need a scale, and even then, I don't even know if that
Did
wins
not
me the
remember,
game if I
of
get a
course.
Scale. All right, I'll draw.
That's a
You really
good
are
ass
playing
card,
fire
but
with this.
not
That's
good enough.
I
So sad.
It's
know,
also the
bro,
wrong
one
scale.
Hint
Yeah,
Totama
he wins.
ruins my life
Oh.
right now.
Sparks kills
One
you.
Sparks just absolutely decimates me, bro. But I believe.
You're unfortunately rewarded. Yeah, you got the
Let's
Okay,
go.
that one looked
Let's
really
go.
nice. Let's just do that again.
Oh my
Let's
God.
go.
It's plant rulers, but worse. Hee ho ha. Hee ho
Well,
ha.
I figured it out during side decking. If I did get a scale, you were dead. So that's unfortunate.
Oh,
but,
if I drew this card game would have been different. Yeah, I hear you, bro. Okay.
You hear it all the time. You hear it all the time. I am gonna go first. I don't know if it's correct. I'm looking at the same. I think it was correct. Okay, main phase 1. Good luck.
All right, show me what you got, bro.
I got Dynamis Charge to kick things off, which
Good
is
card.
pretty good.
Good card.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's okay. I hear. We're going to. I have to.
It's
think
okay.
on
We
what
just need to
plays.
use our normal.
Okay, off the Stegosaur, we're gonna pick up a. Off the Stegosaur, off the Charge, we're gonna pick up a Stegosaur. You there?
I'm here. Yeah.
Oh,
Did
okay.
you want me to
He's like,
respond to that?
go.
No,
Fascinating, bro.
no.
Great card. That's Stegosaur, man. Yeah.
I didn't hear you. I thought like you disconnected. I'm sorry. Okay, so we're gonna go Scale Stegosaur.
I wonder if we make a Biss
Scale
Dweller here.
Plesios.
Yep.
No, probably
Okay.
not.
And we're gonna pen summon. You're not gonna be. Yeah. I don't think you're gonna be happy about this. We're gonna go for 2.
Okay. Vector Pendulum's pretty awesome. Yep.
We're gonna overlay.
Oh.
We got a new
Oh,
card.
we're
today,
doing
Gage.
Rafflesia.
You ever seen?
Oh my God.
And then
What?
we normal
It's
barrier
not bad,
statue
right?
the storm
Yeah,
winds.
that's a
Fuck
pretty
me,
good
dude.
pickup.
Yeah, this is a pretty good pickup too. Go ahead.
Oh, what the fuck
His
is
face.
wrong with you? Why would you do this? Why? Oh my God. Why would you do this?
Nice hand.
All right, I'll be drawing for turn. Yep. Oh my God, what do you have under that Rafflesia too?
Bottomless. It's nothing.
All right,
This
well,
is
I mean,
bottomless.
it doesn't look like I have much agency here. I'm gonna have to do what I hopefully can. Contract with the gate.
Okay, that's a good start.
We get Berfomet
I'm
here.
gonna use it. Let me get a search.
What are you getting?
Gets under bottomless trap hole. I'm gonna add Berfomet.
Let's go!
Oh my
1400!
God. Yeah, okay.
I'm going to normal summon Berfomet.
Sure.
Let's go!
Battle phase.
He's so
Yeah.
good.
Get over
He's
that
fucking
barrier.
goated,
Yeah, you got
dude.
it. Okay.
We did it! One step down. All right, now let me figure out how to do the rest of this.
I'll be honest. I did not think you were gonna have an out for the barrier.
No, the
I'm
weird
glad
thing
I
about
did.
Alex right
I'm
now
glad-
is he doesn't
I
have anything
honestly
going.
didn't expect to run into barrier statues.
We just sort of
today,
assume that
but
he'll
we made it
draw
through.
a-
We made it through.
A
The
Dynamist,
sucky
but he
thing
could
is
also
I'm in-
not.
Well, I mean, it's not that bad of a deal. I'm in main phase 2, I was gonna say, but your next turn is like
Yeah, it's kind of
nothing.
shit, right?
Like you're doing
It's not great.
nothing. So I mean, as long as you like whiff a draw, I can try to set up what I want to. What do you play, like Treacherous? I haven't seen any other traps out of you. Like it has to be like maybe Treacherous Trap Hole.
Treacherous
That's
is like a
typically the
cool
one people would
concept,
play
but
with
it's
it
not
anyways. I'm gonna activate 1 for 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna pitch this Kepler from hand.
For Kepler?
I'm gonna summon another Kepler, and I'm gonna use that Kepler's
Yuck.
effect.
Okay.
Kepler allows me to pick up another contract. I'm going to grab a contract with the
I don't know,
Witch.
Witch Pass is kind of
Mhm.
good.
Why is it so hard to make that? Why is that card impossible to make? Who designed this archetype? Who designed the cards with so many Ds, bro? I don't want to make anything just in case like it's bottomless. That's like actually where I'm at.
Do we
right
have
now.
do we
I'm
have
just
the
gonna
rank
set a
8 in here?
card.
Just gonna chill on this.
I don't want to. That's
Yeah, he's trying to make
That's
Kali
the
Yuga.
thing.
Yeah.
I think I might though, because like I really do have a read that this Rafflesia is like treacherous, and treacherous can be activated at any time, right?
Yeah.
Just as long as there's 2.
I mean, he would
cards.
probably have
Yeah,
trashed here.
just anytime. Target 2 monsters on the field, destroy him. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm confident. Your move.
Okay. I'll draw.
That's a damn good
Anything in
draw.
standby?
Fuck, that's a good
No,
draw.
nothing in standby.
Okay. Main 1. I will perform the Pendulum Summon.
He drew a monster. All right, drop it.
Spinos. It's a pretty good one too.
Yeah, he's all right. That's fine.
He's big.
He's a good one.
He's big.
He's a good one.
Going battle here. I'm trying to think what I want to get rid of.
Just attacking Berfomet.
Kepler's not doing much. We just
This is
go
a
for
hard
the
one. You do want to get Berfomet because you don't want him to
damage,
modulate
Yeah.
levels, but you also
Yeah,
have to get
of course.
Kepler because otherwise Kepler
No,
doesn't
that's
go
fine. He
anywhere.
could leave. Bye bye. All right, I'll take the. I'll take 11.
11.
That's fine.
He's taking it because I think he
Um,
wants to witch the
And this will go
Rafflesia.
to graveyard.
It will. And as much as I'd like to do more, I think that is the end of my turn. Go ahead.
Bro, yes. Let's go. Okay, I think I can start playing the game now. Draw.
Isn't
Sand.
Rafflesia
Oh,
unaffected?
Seven.
Oh, is it normal
Paying
traps?
1,000 to
Or
upkeep
just
our
traps,
contract.
period?
Go to main phase 1. Okay, first I'm going to activate the contract, pull up another card.
Sure.
It's
I
all
think
traps?
off of
Fucking
the
hell.
Contract,
I hate
I'm
that
gonna
that's
pick up
not consistent.
A Necro Slime.
Necro's
Sure.
good.
Give us some knowledge as to what's in your hand, if I had to guess.
I'm going to use my
It is
DD
consistent?
Swirl Slime from hand, pitching it.
So I think
all extra deck guys. Okay,
and
you got me.
Necro Slime.
You got me.
Yep.
I was about to
Allows me
show whole
perform
traps
a
on
fusion
screen and
summon. into
Then ban
King
you.
Dark.
You
what
got
do
me.
you got here? You have to use something here.
Thinking. Sucks because you have the Necro Slime too. I will fire it.
Okay, let me see what the trap card is.
Ban them anyway.
It's bottomless.
Okay, all right.
Not treacherous. I wish it was treacherous, trust me.
Bottomless is fine. I'll lose my King Dark. Yep, once per turn.
Make another
All
one.
right, I'm cooking you now. You are so gonna be dead. Let me just figure this out now. First things first. First things first. Let's get the normal summon out the way. Lone Fire
Okay.
was
Sure.
holding on.
Wait,
to
we
this,
are
was
actually cooking.
waiting.
We
I'm gonna
are
use its
chefing.
effect. I'm gonna pull out the rest of my Lone Fire blossoms.
Sure.
Oh, I'm
and
gonna
I'll
pull
end
out
off.
something
Three
too.
now? Okay.
It's at 3. Yep. I'll get the gub. All right. After thinning a little bit, only fair if I use the pot of greed.
The greedy
Two
guy.
more to the hand. Oh my god, is that the end of the game?
Really?
Wait, oh my god, no, wait. No, that would have been so sick. Oh man, how stinky would that have been if that would have been how that worked. Alright, I'm going to utilize my Necro Slime's effect in the graveyard. I'm going to banish it, and I'm going to banish the Kepler that's in the
Yep.
graveyard. E2, I'm going to summon a Dark.
Yep.
Yep.
You're familiar.
I am.
What's the one that protects from destruction?
The 3 scale.
Okay, and the other ones, they protect from targeting too.
Yeah,
Okay.
they all protect
Um,
each other. It's
I'm
annoying
gonna
as fuck.
synchro summon with the glow up bulb in the dark here, and I'm gonna make Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend.
He's like, I want to stop
Back
thinking
again.
about
I'm
this.
gonna try to use the effect.
Sure. I guess. Well, this Rafflesia is going no matter what. I'm deciding if I want to replace with Stegosaur or keep the Spinos around.
Well, does it? Oh no, yeah, it only protects your Dynamists. Yeah,
Yeah, it was just to protect the Dynamist. Yeah. So the Rafflesia's out of here.
yeah, and then this guy's in the extra deck here.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. It blows up him too. So I'll take. It'll be taking some damage there, but what do I want to do? Probably need the Spinos to stick around if I want to have
not
any chance of
dead.
living. So yeah, we'll use the replacement effect,
Okay.
and then that'll trigger charge. So
Yep.
I'll put it back in my hand.
Yep.
And you may
No
continue.
problem at all, Simo. No problem at all. Okay, from there.
And I take 1,000 from that. Sorry,
You do, yeah.
500
Yep.
from each. Yep.
Okay. Okay. From there, I'm gonna use glow up bulb. I'm gonna just mill card. Oh, nice hit.
That's a pretty good mill.
You already had.
We
one
make
great,
Abyss.
so.
I know. I'm gonna use it. The swirl slime.
Sure.
Oh.
From there, I'm going to special summon Big Boy.
Oh my god, we're
Big
doing it.
boy.
We're fucking doing it.
Abyss
Kali Yuga.
Ragnarok. And I will
Sure.
use his effect, allowing me to reborn the fusion from the graveyard.
It's
Oh
pretty good.
man.
It is pretty good. That's actually insane.
I would have been dead here if I didn't protect. So good thing I did.
You might be
I
dead
might still
anyway,
be dead
buddy.
here, but you know.
You could be. I'm getting
We'll
there.
cross that bridge when we get
I'm
there.
getting there. I'm gonna synchro with these two bad boys here.
Oh, okay,
I'm
we're
gonna
not
make,
doing it. We're not
the
doing
Big
it.
Boy Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss.
I mean, this is good anyway. We just get
I'm
in
gonna try
with
to
this.
use the effect. I'm gonna target your Plesios.
Oh, I see. To negate it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll flip up the Dark Contract with the Witch.
Yeah.
I'll pitch Baphomet and pop your Spinos.
Wait, no, pop the
Uh,
Plesios.
Yeah. See any reason why that wouldn't work? Sure.
Okay, and then what do you got? Like some stupid Battle Fader or something? No way.
Doesn't he take
This
half
is, like,
damage?
way lethal. Battle phase. I'll go in for everything. Hopefully that's game.
He doesn't.
You got it, buddy.
Yo!
Took me a while
I'm
to
thinking of the
navigate that. I feel
scale
so
effect.
Small brain.
Holy shit, he did it.
There's
Gage
too
is
many
so
words
good.
on these.
I had my eyes set on Kali
Too many
Yuga.
words
He's a
on
much better DDD
And a lot of
player
them
than
are
me.
misleading.
Your hand was pretty cracked, though. I mean, the pot helped,
Holy
but, I mean,
shit.
you had like the Lone Fire to get to the bulb, and then you had you drew into the big level 8 DDD guy, which really helped you here because that got you a lot of damage.
Age of
Oh, yeah,
Gage.
that was the big, Abyss King
Literally
Ragnarok.
Age of Gage.
I actually misread him the first time. He can only special summon triple these from the graveyard, which are the fusions and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit complicated to get him live.
He's the
there, but I'm
Gaga
glad I
Diga
kinda found
Daga
a way to it.
Dio.
Yeah, I was trying to. It took me a while. I got way tunnel vision on trying to summon this guy.
Yeah, me too.
Kali Yuga. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I was like getting tunnel vision. I was like, oh, look, it negates all this stuff too, so you can't
Yep.
protect with them. I was.
Oh man,
trying to
okay, let's
map
see what
out the
people
way
had to
get it,
say
but
about this
it
one.
is-
You know, combining ban and unban ticket wouldn't be the worst idea. Gage became the thing he swore to destroy, an executive at DDD. In the thumbnail, Simo looks like a jolly-looking fiendish gremlin, while Gage is going, well, actually... my favorite part about Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss is its one powerful effect. Sometimes I wish it had a second effect. Seeing the title, the deck is either Blackwings, Dino Mist, or White Magical Hat Hand Rip. My man in game 2 said, I can deal 5,000 you or 4,900. He went with 4,900 and Gage had 100 life points left. I think he was wrong, right? That was the... Yeah. I love that both plans are to win and spin for infinity. They want, baby. They want. Simo doesn't understand the difference between Mist and Steam. That's true. Oh, man. This was sick. This was a great episode. Let's see what you all came up with in the thread. In le thread. The Dino-Mists are steam powered, so it works. I see. All right, here we go. You know how History of Yu-Gi-Oh has the shirt of shame? The loser of Master Faster should have to wear this. It would be an honor. I don't understand this. Does it turn your penis into some sort of laser cougar? Because I'd be in for that, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't do that. Reject modernity, return to rule by iron fist.
Archfiend Abyss. This guy's insane, dude. And I always completely also just forget his secondary effect. If he destroys, if he inflicts damage to you, I get a tuner.
He gets a
back.
tuner. Yeah,
I just always
that's
tend
relevant.
to forget that part too. That's like massive. So
Yeah.
Yeah. This week I did a whole audio edit directed by Kerbogon. Holy shit. I forgot how good 5Ds is.
who designed the cards with so many Ds, bro?
Oh, he's seeing the lines, man. I didn't feel like watching Prague. Here's me eating a magic card at locals. I don't need to see that. Watching Gage overlay the 2 dark to set up flare metal with 2 gates on the board. Oh, this is so good. I love this Wojak. I love this Wojak. It's one of my favorites. The 3-card combo reference sheet. Oh, this is perfect. This one is so good. Holy fuck. Oh my god. It looks like Farfa. I think the story behind this Wojak is like this guy saw that this woman was on a bad date and with the check handed her a note that was like, "You want me to call someone? This guy gives me the creeps." And she was so impressed that he did that they staged it afterwards again so she could get a good picture about it. It's so good. Find the original. I don't think I can. Let me see if... Oh, I found it in 1 second. It's perfect.
Yo, I cannot believe these shorts from Fabletics are 2 for $24. Look at the shorts I used to wear to the gym. Now look at the Fabletics 1 short. So much better. These shorts are so versatile. I've got the towel loop, zipper pockets to store my keys, my AirPods, a no-bounce pocket in the liner, no more dropping your phone on the gym floor. These Fabletics 1 shorts have revolutionized the way I work out at the gym. They come in 5-inch and 7-inch inseams. These are perfect for squats.
If this guy is bothering you, put your ponytail on your other shoulder and I will have him removed. He's giving me the creeps. So it's kind of fucked up that they drew him like this because 1, he's not wearing glasses, and 2, this guy's like attractive. Like they had to work to make him look like shit. He's like a really hot guy. Oh man. All right, next up. MBT chat when they see Gage.
Stop yapping and show us your meat, or I'm finna crash out.
No, Gage! Don't say Shogun Saga is bad. He's right behind you, Gage. Prague was okay this week. Here's an offering of History of OCG memes. Gage is playing DDD Panic. Very hard deck to pilot without Gilgamesh. Calm. Gage knows how to play DDD Panic. Pendulum on Pendulum Crime into Progression Series 2 by Alexander Simo. That's good. That's good. Man, RDA Abyss sure has a powerful effect. I wish it had some battle phase effect. Yeah. Oh my god, a hot red. Hi. The dragon. The dragon. The dragon. Well, everybody, it looks like I've lost 3 games in a row, so I find myself in purgatory. This is my meme. You're posting a meme that I made. Did anyone else get deja vu? 0 days since the last time Gage died from his own card's burn damage. Labyrinth of Nightmare, February 21st, 2022. Megapack 2016, May 27th, 2024. Welcome back, Chain Energy. I finally found it. Want to watch the Yu-Gi-Oh movie I saw once when I was your age? I forgot how based this was. How? Alright, I don't get this one. I posted this in a previous memes tweet thread, and you didn't see it, but it's more relevant given this week's Alex's deck. Farfa's Ruination of Dino has made it to Fur Affinity. Oh my god. Dino Guy, do you have a Dino deck? Does Dino Mist count? Dishonored. Machines. No baby? No Pup the Baby? No Pup the Baby? Oh no. For an OSS, they'll trigger the effect of the Ash, adding a Poplar to hand, then special the Poplar out of the hand, at which point we will just go ahead and fire the Fenrir, banishing this Ash face down. Next, they're going to go into an Anima, triggering the effect of the Poplar in order to scale back the Diabellstar, then activating Diabellstar in order to put that Ash Blossom in the back row. In main phase 2, they're going to go for SP Little Knight and eat our Infernal Flame Banshee. Ugh, any other better deck would be able to deal with this, but we just can't. Okay, let's begin with Fenrir. Let's go to the battle phase. We get to walk over the Little Knight, which is nice. We'll activate Fenrir's effect in order to grab the 3rd Fenrir, then we'll normal summon a copy of Priestess. They're going to go Divine Temple of the Snake Eye here in order to summon out the Ash Blossom and Effect Veiler to prevent the Priestess from resolving. That's frustrating. Afterwards, we're going to go Fenrir to banish this copy of Ash Blossom face down, but the top of their deck is way better than ours. There's Snake Eye Diabellstar. They're going to go Kashtira Birth and then normal summon the Diabellstar, getting over this copy of Fenrir, then activating the effect of OSS in order to cycle back. They will go ahead and activate the Poplar that they add to hand, and then afterwards they're going to go for the effect of the Hita that they summon. Wow, our whole deck is fire, huh? That Rise Heart is going to trigger here. That's funny. Then they'll use Kashtira Birth to bring back the Fenrir. Wait, whoa. Who's the Kashtira deck here? They're going to overlay for a Dracosack, activate the effect of the Dracosack to get themselves 2 tokens, and then afterwards they can activate Snake Eye Diabellstar in order to reset that Poplar. They're going to go Dracosack in order to eat our Priestess, then they're going to go into Selene, trigger the effect of the Selene, and then activate the effect of the Selene for 3 in order to bring back the Diabellstar. That Diabellstar is now going to trigger. We're going to get a Wanted Seeker of Sinful Spoils into Dark, bring back this copy of Priestess, and then make a copy of Promethean Princess. Just going through the motions here. Princess into Hita, into Raging Phoenix, into Zealantis. Bring everything back. This terrible Mecha Beast Dracosack, and pass turn. We draw. We do have Fenrir access, which is something, but as they go for the Princess, we just scoop them up. So it's time for game 2, and we're just in such a bad position here. Like, obviously we want to go second, but we really can't afford to against a deck as robust as our opponents. We are going to lead with this copy of Priestess of the Ashen City. They are going to Veiler, and we're going to chain the Awakening of Vidos to that. We'll go for the effect of the Vidos in hand here to pop the Obsidian, and we'll set a copy of Endlessness, triggering the effect of the Obsidian in order to grab a king. We're going to set our own Obsidian, and then we're going to special summon a Spearhead. We will get ourselves back the Vidos, and then we'll activate Bonfire in order to go ahead and grab another Priestess. We'll pass back to our opponent and then activate Obsidian. They will Ghost Ogre it. Oh god, that's disastrous. They're just going to go ahead and set Wraith Soth, which is great news for us because that gives us a reason to go for Vidos. We will set this copy of Ashen for Eternity. At point of resolution, they will normal Snake Eye Ash in order to grab Poplar. They're going to activate the effect of the Poplar, summoning it, and then afterwards they will trigger the effect of the Poplar in order to grab their other field spell. We will go Ashen to Endlessness here to send everything to the graveyard with this copy of Vidos. But unfortunately, Divine Temple into a copy of Snake Eyes Flamberge is good enough if Diabellstar is the last unknown. We'll scoop them up as she comes down. So we're back with the deck, and yeah, that kind of went down in flames. Let's do the pros and cons. First, the pros. 1. The new support fleshes out the deck to a point where it actually has a goal. It adds the new recycling support in Shaman and Embers, a new end boss and interruption with a new trap that super polys. It's nice. 2. Vidos is great, especially if you're shutting out your opponent's field spells, with Awakening going second, completely wiping their field spell off or by his quick effect to destroy. And then 3. The engine itself is pretty small. It can be cut down to slot in other engines with synergy like Volcanic or Melodious. And the cons. 1. The deck is ridiculously vulnerable to hand traps. If Vidos doesn't resolve, and it can be ashed. Hands without Priestess plus Obsidian struggle to end on anything notable, often relying on Fenrir and non-engine to stay alive. 2, you need to be able to see multiple Vidoses, which isn't too hard if your engine piece is resolved, but without access to multiple Vidoses, you kind of have to use the Super Poly Trap suboptimally so they don't just blink off Vidos at a really inopportune moment, using it as a free body. And 3, board breaking into an OTK or even a respectable board is often extremely hand-dependent. Much of your engine is easily stopped or doesn't provide removal that's actually worth anything. Your non-engine helps, but engine-heavy hands struggle to play through established boards fairly often. Overall, just like Ashes, this deck should probably be kept on a vase on the mantelpiece, something to mourn. Until more Legacy support brings it up to speed, give this one a miss. We're counting on you, OCG. So that's that. Thanks so much for watching. These 10-minute testings are functionally subsidized by, and occasionally suggested by, my Patreons. I'm going to go ahead and read out some of the higher tier Patreons now, without whom these videos would not be possible. Huge thanks to Elena Tincher, Alex Perea, Allison Elliott, Ally, Brett Henry, Canner, Seaweed, Darkmaster Zork, Derpin Dragon, Devin Senpai, DJ Elefante, Gravity, John Piet, Juan Cruz Avila Zati, Night Mary, Legal Rights, Lockstone, Luis Hernandez, Matthew M. Derezzo, MBT Plama Dolce, soon, Mike Carlotti, N54 Lionheart, Nebula Yu-Gi-Oh!, Project Mercury, Rose Lapine, Troy Says By Erasure is Gay, Vincent Storm, Who's Nick, Wonder Waffle, Your Pot of Greed Does What, and Yuki. Couldn't have done it without you. Welcome to Dungeon Duel Monsters. Half roguelike, half tabletop, this program lets two duelists draft decks and improve them by discovering new packs, fiending for special cards, and trading in old ones, all to either navigate an exciting story or just beat the hell out of each other. Are you ready to enter the dungeon? Okay, start of battle.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna MST this card.
Okay.
Alright, okay. Proceed.
Attack for 31.
Yeah, you got it! Oh, man.
Attack into the Sangan.
You know I got it.
2 grave. Activate Ixie Reborn. Bring back the lead yoke.
Oh, my God. I figured you were bricking on, like, tribute guys. I was like, I can't have him. That was such a crazy game.
Bricking on Pyrex. It worked out. I can't believe the
These are 3 unique Manscaped trimmers, all designed for different parts of the body. The Lawnmower 4.0 is perfect for your nether region, but it also works great on anything from the neck down. This is the Beard Hedger. Its adjustable guard allows you to dial in the perfect beard length. And for the finishing...
Pyrex! Alright, so after that, I think we need to get some spell trap removal. Clearly that was worth it. Heavy Storm, please? No. No. Malevolent Catastrophe is like Heavy Storm, just with some fundamental differences. Guess we'll go with that. Forbidden Lance is good in general. If it is a trap card, both players must remove all copies. I mean, I could get the Six Samurai one. There's also, I mean, Forbidden Lance is just good. I'm gonna go with Night Beam. I guess Night Beam's the best. We probably won't even play it, and I'm not even worrying about that at this point. Alright, well, I mean, our fire deck is working out for us, so I guess we pick more fires. I'm not sure what else we could even get, but let's try it. Let's see. Oh, I mean, that's a pretty good pickup. I'll pick that up. This is also pretty good. Do I have a level 3 tuner? I forget, but, you know, what else am I going to get? A second Pyrex? I don't think so. The chances that I got that off the first time are already very rare. I could take a 3rd Spirit of the Flames, crack 1 card in your opponent's graveyard and banish it. That stops the Dark World stuff. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, we'll counter that.
I only got 1 life left. The problem is I don't think any of these cards will get a slot in my deck unless I draw Torrential Tribute. Oh my god, these are all crazy now that I'm looking at them. Fiendish seems crazy. Book seems crazy. All right, Dark again. 3 picks here. Vlad Jump Scare. Oh, another Caius would be pretty nice. It would be pretty nice, so I will take it. We'll take Birdman could go off. We take the 3rd Curry Bandit as well. That card's like just really good.
All right, and then we've got the dupe, water, light, earth. We've been doing the light stuff so far. Might as well stick with it. Get stuff of the similar theme. Utopia's a pretty good rank 4. We need more rank 4s. This would allow us if we had more stuff. This is specifically lights, back row removal. We're getting near the end here. I guess we'll take it because I regretted not taking it earlier. I guess if we get an artifact, this will be good. Let's take the Sanctum. See if we could do this again. I feel like we're already living on borrowed time.
And then we're gonna dupe. Let's dupe the Trance Archfiend. All right, and let's make this deck even better.
Bottomless. Oh wait, we got the whole fire thing. We'll spring it on him next time. It'll be funnier that way. Oh wait, do I have any monsters I could get with the Flame Dragon? No, we're good. Yeah, I think that'll work. We'll do 41 cards.
All right, the deck's still looking insane. We are functionally just playing Constructed Dark World at this point with like a Curry Bandit engine. I'm hoping it's enough. I can't believe I lost that last one. That was unbelievable.
Surely you've found an even, like, better Dark World package now.
Well,
even
you know.
more consistency tools.
I don't want to give anything away. Holy shit. This is not the hand that I was looking to open. Well, Curry Bandit. We will try it.
Good channel, by the way. Good channel.
Yeah, they're not bad. Let's take the Torrential. A lot less good when you know it exists, but I'll still take it.
Just take the Book of Mood. It's fine.
All right, back to you. You know, I have not drawn Tour Guide once.
How many do you have?
I have more than one.
All right, we're gonna activate this now while we can.
Let's go, baby. Yep.
Constellar Coust to my hand.
Oh my god. What are you doing?
And then, you know, while I'm in here, I'm gonna go ahead and add a alias to my hand as well.
Now we got something else going on. Yeah, okay.
I'm just gonna discard that. Yeah, just don't worry about that. And yeah, let's just run out 1900.
Yep.
He's got a lot of attack.
I will be taking that 19. Don't you worry.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And then I guess I'll set one. Your move.
All right. Math time.
Sure. Let's see what you got. Is it just Zephyros again?
Yeah, I think probably.
For a second, I was like, oh, mathematician, this could be serious. And then I remember last time it was basically just deck fitting, the movie, the game.
Yeah.
Well, I know you've got Torrential set,
It
so
could be anything. Literally could be anything.
There's really no point. Just go to battle. Just attack for 19.
I'll take 4 here. Math
Stop
effect.
you from recycling it.
Yeah.
And I'll end my turn.
Ooh, that is an interesting one. Let's duality.
Pot of duality. Turn.
Ooh. Get some good ones here.
Don't mind if I do.
I really want to take Fiendish Chain. It works so well with the Zephyros. I will take Brow.
Ah, I see.
The reason I will take Brow is because I have Trance Archfiend.
Alright, I am going to affect Valor.
Oh, wow. Okay. And unfortunately, this is not a cost.
If
to
it
this
were a
card.
cost, you wouldn't be able to work it with the Dark World.
All right, asshole. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Start my turn.
You know what, actually?
My main. Oh?
I'm gonna Zeph. I want to try this guy again next turn.
All right, 400 extra damage. I'm kicking it. Let's attack.
Damage step.
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna chalice my Zephyros.
Gains 400, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, so you do 100 to me?
Yep.
Alright. Take 100, that's fine. Main phase 2, I'll set a card.
We're trying it again, baby.
Go for it.
Yippee! Yippee!
Happy, happy, happy.
Let's go combat.
Alright. No
Well.
plagues in the graveyard. I'll take the 16.
Second main. Really want a Laval chain here. And I will. Let's overlay these two. I'm going to make Laval chain. We'll try it.
Go for it.
Yippee. I will send a Grapha to the graveyard.
Touche.
And then
Touche.
go ahead.
I'll start my turn.
Yep.
I will run out of Thrasher.
That is okay.
I will battle phase. 2100.
How do I feel about this? That's fine. I'll take 3 here.
Yeah, that's right. Alright, end turn.
Alright, let's go tour guide.
You finally got her.
I'm getting Brow.
Can't be used as Ixie material.
Oh.
Or Synchro material.
But you know what it can't be used for is summoning out the graph from the graveyard.
Go right ahead.
Wah.
Alright, I'll take 600.
Mm-hmm.
And Tour Guide can't attack the turn it uses that effect, right?
Oh, you think this card was printed in 2011? I think you're right,
Alright,
it was.
Fine, I see how it goes. Okay, I'm going to normal summon Constellar Pollux.
Yes.
Second normal summon, Kaus.
Alright, so you can increase Kaus by 2 to make Pleiades. That's horrifying. I will try
Yes.
for the Torrential here.
Sure. Everyone goes to grave.
Yep.
I'll end my turn.
Well, I'll normal Brow.
Hello, Brow.
And back to hand he goes.
But it came back.
Eh?
I will compulse.
Oh, that is kind of a problem. You're gonna love this play. I'll go to end phase and pitch Grapha for hand size.
I didn't even realize well, that is unfortunate.
It was just Waboku.
Yeah, but I was kind of hoping I wouldn't have to deal with it every turn, and I didn't even realize. There we go.
Oh, that's cool. Let's go Dark World Lightning, targeting that card. I'll pitch
What a
Snow.
catastrophe.
Then I'll trigger Snow. And I'll grab Beige. Normal Beige. Back to hand.
Get that dang old thing. Do the dang old thing. 2700.
Back to you.
It sucks so much. Well, I guess I could try for that. Let's go Goblinberg.
Nothing
Sail
here.
the Goblantic.
Yup.
We'll use the effect.
Mm-hmm.
We'll special summon this guy.
Still in the deck. Wow, yeah.
Things are not looking good for old Hardleg. Let's overlay these two warrior monsters
Oh.
for Excalibur.
Okay. All right.
And then we'll go ahead, detach, and detach to make them up 4,000.
Yeah.
I'll go to battle phase.
Yep.
I'll attack.
I think I can just kill you if I memory of an adversary, but I'm gonna take 4,000 off it.
Yeah. To take all the damage.
Yeah, if you have Meteor of Destruction, I'm gonna look like a fucking idiot.
Yep, I mean, I got rid of my Gardna. You're not putting anything that Wind Up Kitten can do. I'll admit defeat. Good
Oh.
job. You got it. You got it.
I can't believe this is gonna go to the final game. That's so
Going
that's
down
scary.
to the wire. We've got one more duel. Let's see what we can make of it. Alright, so at this point, it seems clear that MBT has kind of settled on this graveyard-focused deck. So while I could get a pack and get a bunch more cards, I think I am actually going to use the dupe. Got all our cards, and... Where's the... Oh, I can't choose to dupe any card? Oh, I was really hoping I would be able... Oh, okay.
I'm gonna MST this card. All to either... Welcome to Dungeon Duel Monsters. Half roguelike, half tabletop, this program lets two duelists draft decks and improve them by discovering new packs, fiending for special cards, and trading in old ones, all to either navigate an exciting story or just beat the hell out of each other. Are you ready to enter the dungeon? Okay, start of battle.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna MST this card.
Okay.
Alright, okay. Proceed.
Attack for 31.
Yeah, you got it! Oh, man.
Attack into the Sangan.
You know I got it.
2 grave. Activate Ixie Reborn. Bring back the lead yoke.
Oh my god. I figured you were bricking on like tribute guys. I was like, I can't have him. That was such a crazy game.
Working on Pyrex. It worked out. I can't believe the Pyrex. All right. So after I was really hoping I would be able to get the fire card, the Sealing Flames, that lets me banish stuff from his graveyard, but it doesn't look like that's happening. I think the closest I can get to stopping that is just getting a second bottomless and being able to bottomless the Grapha or whatever. That will probably help. And then, yeah, I guess we're just focusing on more monster removal. We need stuff. We need better monster removal. And it looks like we got it. We get the third bottomless Void Trap Hole. I get to pick 3, right? Yeah, so I mean, we're gonna take... Oh, I already have a Mirror Force. Just haven't drawn it this entire time. Yeah, I think we take the third bottomless. Weird, this isn't monster removal. This isn't monster removal at all. Let's take the second Book of Moon. I think that'll work. And the third Compulse. And with that, we've got to make our final deck.
Alright, final... Oh, look at that beautiful background. What are we doing here? You know we're duping. We need that third tour guide. We need the third tour guide really bad. Let's go with utility. We haven't opened utility yet in a while. Oh, and I see why we haven't. These are ass. Actually, a duality kind of goes pretty hard in our deck. We will take that. Oh my god, we get to take more. Foolish goes pretty hard in our deck, actually. And hell, I'll take Upstart too. Fuck it. And here we go, the final duel. Let's make our deck a little better first, though.
Probably better than Blue Flame Swordsman. Alright, things aren't looking great, but we're back on fire. This is what we got. Hopefully it'll be enough to close things up for us.
I mean, our deck is just constructed Dark Worlds at this point. It is just recur Grapha and get this done. And hopefully we can get it done exactly one more time.
The final battle. This is the one that decides. This is the decider. It's like George W. Bush in his prime.
Was he the decider?
That was a famous quote. He's like, I'm the decider. I'm the one who decides.
But I'm the decider, and I decide what is best.
Well, Hardleg, it all comes down to this. I can't believe we've gone the full distance. These have been some wacky-ass games.
It ended up working out pretty well for me. Aha!
Damn.
Yeah, I made sure I get it, and this time I'm going first.
It's funny to watch, like, as the decks get better, it's like, oh, no, I need to be going first.
I've been smoke screening this entire time. I hope you're prepared to face something you've never prepared before. Except to pass.
I don't know, that's not terrible. Alright, are you ready to face one of the most powerful cards in Yu-Gi-Oh's history?
Don't tell me you got Heavy Storm. Oh, okay, good. Thank the Lord. Upstart Goblin. Oh, I guess I do get 1,000 life points. Yay.
So what happened? Is like your hand bad?
Kind of.
Well, let me fix that for you.
Dark World Dealings. We both draw first and then discard?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Draw. I'll, put this in the graveyard.
And I'll put this in the graveyard.
Oh, I see.
Let's go Grapha, target this one.
That is unfortunate.
I'm gonna normal summon Trance Archfiend. How we feeling about this for him?
I don't really like that. I think I'll
Fuck
stop
off.
you from activating that again.
You're gonna love this play. This is. I'm so excited about this play.
I have a feeling I'm not gonna love it at all.
Trance Archfiend effect. Do you have a response?
No.
Well, I do. Chain Link 2 Book of Moon.
Okay, fine. Touche, salesman.
All right, I will pitch Beige, and then we'll go Beige effect to summon.
Aw, come on!
Beige to hand.
I thought I had averted that! I thought I was... Get banished.
Oh no! Oh. Hard leg. I can't beat you with this card, the Banish Zone.
Okay. Real quick, you have to remind me though. What is Trance Archfiend's effect? It's like if it's destroyed, you could summon a banished monster.
No, I get to target a banished monster and add it to my hand.
I guess it's a good thing I have DD Warrior Lady then.
That is good for you. I do not have a
So-
response here.
Okay, I'll go ahead and activate the effect.
Boy, that's
We'll
annoying.
Banish both. And there we go. We're in a simplified game state.
Not for long. Tour guide.
I did so well.
I don't know. I mean, I don't really. That was my whole game plan, dog. I probably don't want to see Curry Bandit, so let's get out the Curry Bandit.
All right. I'm just taking 2,000.
Yep. Do we have a 3 that is worth going into? We do.
The Zenmanes exists.
Let's overlay for Alucard.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Gotcha. Alrighty then. Well, I guess I'm going to normal summon Headgear.
Yeah.
Activate the effect.
Yes.
A lot of these things don't help me.
I was gonna say, I believe we are seeing the headgeared movement in action.
There we go.
Yep.
Just gonna send the other Headgeared. And, yeah, that's about all we got.
I'm not super thrilled about this, because I'm gonna kill both these, and then you have access to Blaster. But what am I gonna do about that, you know?
Yeah, that's just the way it is. Okay, I'll take 600.
And we'll try again.
I'll take 800.
Yep.
And it'll go to the graveyard. Draw a card. Yeah, let's go ahead. I'm gonna activate Blaster.
Yeah.
Declare. Will banish. Special summon in attack mode.
Mhm.
Battle phase.
Mhm.
I'll attack over the Alucard.
I'll take 1,000.
All right. It's during your end phase, right?
Yeah, he's
Turns to
also
my hand.
Time Walk. Yeah.
In that case, I will set 2 cards.
I didn't realize how much work the Alucard was doing. Well, let's take this opportunity to develop Curry Bandit.
All right.
All right, I'll go in phase.
See what you got.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I will take the prison.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only one.
Book.
And then this returns to my hand. Where it belongs. Oh, thank the Lord. Okay. Let's go ahead and reinforce.
Dude, do yourself a favor and get rid of those nasty holy underwear that
Master Duel, the greatest platform for card gamery of all time. Never before has an online simulator played better, looked sleeker, and shockingly, cost less. Let's push this game to its limits and see what we can do with even less. Welcome to Master of Faster Season 2. And we are back with another Twitter thread. Wait, wrong series. All right, Master Faster, Episode 2. We schlonged Gage Episode 1. I'll begin with a Swords of Revealing Light.
Oh, I guess you'll see what's up. You flipped up my Protron.
Gage, what the fuck is this? And that means we get a little bonus time here at the beginning. So we'll start at a healthy 16 minutes as we hop in.
Last week didn't go as planned. We just weren't fast enough to beat Joseph, who I guess is the true master of faster, right? I typed up another checklist. Let's hope we get through it this time. Are y'all ready? You guys think we can do it, chat? 3, 2, 1, begin.
All right, so our plan today is obviously to grab the remaining gems that are sitting in the solo mode.
All right, as long as we beat this one super quick, we should have no problem doing the rest of our stuff that we have on our checklist today.
Oh shit, we fucked this up already. We're just wasting our bonus time.
What's our opening grip? Good enough. I like it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Obama. I do what I have to.
Wow, this feels so much faster than the first time around. Oh, wait, we are actually in trouble.
That's a hot 600, and I will take this 600 as well.
All right, we did it. We did it. Oh my God, we beat the bot. I can't believe it.
I always found this one funny because, like, we have Link Slayer, right? And you can special Link Slayer, and well, they're at 2,000. We could just attack.
I'm 100 off. I'm going to scream. One more turn of this shit.
And that starts right now. We also need an SP. The other Anguich.
All right, let's go. Get him in there. Lethal damage. All right, that's done.
So we need the other Anguiches, the other Twin Dragons.
Are you guys impressed with my clicks yet? Lost 2 seconds in the animation. I missed like 1 or 2 clicks.
Let's hop in a duel and see if we can't farm a little bit from the Fusion Link Festival.
Boom. Easy. Another one down. Making great time. Definitely, I feel we'll come out with a real deck this week. I'm confident of it.
They're in their rank up, so, you know, time to Dream Crush. They're making me go first? Oh my God, this is the worst hand my deck can produce.
A crime! If we're gonna make our new jobs work, we need to establish some boundaries.
It's almost like my opponent hacked the game in order to produce this hand. Wait a minute. But that's impossible. Sure, I don't take online safety and security as seriously as I could, but could they actually craft my hand to be worse? Well, better safe than sorry. I guess it's time I use today's sponsor, NordVPN. Yeah, how's that intro for you, huh? Folks, this video is sponsored by NordVPN. You can get an exclusive deal plus 4 months free by using my link in the description. It's risk-free with a 30-day money-back guarantee, which is more than I can say about crafting all the URs for Chimera. I'm an individual who makes his living online, but despite that, I still use Wi-Fi, as viewers of my stream can tell you, and networks, especially free public ones, can easily be compromised by criminals to intercept data. To protect yourself from these types of man-in-the-middle attacks, you can encrypt your online traffic with NordVPN at all times to keep the naughty fingers of evil. Website annoyed by pop-ups constantly flooding your screen? Well, threat protection will block ads for a smooth browsing experience. It also stops many types of web trackers to beef up your privacy, and it doesn't need an active VPN connection to work. You can just enable the feature in your existing NordVPN app, relax, and enjoy a better version of the internet. NordVPN is the VPN that I trust when I'm browsing online, and you can follow my, oh my God, it's Time Lord cranial bursting example by using my link in the description. If you're unsatisfied with the product at any time during the first 30 days of using it, well, you can just go and get your money back. Yeah, with Cranium Burst on field, I think my opponent is no match for my unbelievable intellect. And what will I do with that unbelievable intellect? Why, take advantage of Nord's guarantees, of course. Once again, get an exclusive deal and 4 months extra just by clicking my link in the description. Now, back to the duel. Thanks, Nord. And also, thanks, Mictolon, for having an Armades effect on it. Uh-oh. We just scoop here? Why? We're gonna win.
I like how it makes you normal summon Infraflyer. Like, why isn't it even letting you use its effect?
They're gonna go all the way in, we're gonna flip Roar, and then we're gonna Regeki, and then they'll concede. In fact, I'm so confident that's what's gonna happen, I'm gonna eat some macaroni while I wait.
I'm wealthy, 2,500 more gems added. Oh, we're so much richer than I thought we were.
It all came out as 1 brick.
Just skip it. What do we get? Anything good?
What the fuck? Why would you put a card face down if you're playing Sulfur Chord?
Whoa, a bonfire! Wait, that's actually fucking That's sick.
I gotta go. I can't sit through this.
First one seems like a bust. Hey! Hey! That is so good. Already saving a whole shit ton of crafting material.
Can you please just scoop? Can you please just fucking scoop, please? Can you please just scoop?
Hey! Another gold sark. Oh my god, we are winning this week.
This hand is so good. This hand does do it. Thank God they're not. Okay.
Oh my god, bro. That's pretty good. That's really solid.
Oh, okay.
The technology, using it again, bro, to my advantage.
Droll and Lockbird as well? Can you fucking stop? 2 losses in a row? What a irritating 15 minutes. We got nothing out of that.
These are all the URs I have. I'm kind of panicking.
Man, that is irritating. Fucking hell. Okay.
We're not using it. Cut it. Get some R dust. Oh god, we do gotta get R dust.
Let's craft some like low rarity stuff that's just really good. I think SP is a good call.
1 minute left. 1 minute left. Just go to the shop. Do I have anything I can take?
Transverser. Oh, that'll really fuck up Gage for sure. Oh my god, we don't have enough rares for these.
He doesn't have to know. That was 3 seconds. He doesn't have to know. It's fine. Ooh, time.
Oh shit, and that's time. Uh-oh. Simply play 37. That's a good point, actually.
That was 3 seconds. He doesn't have to know, chat. It's fine. Oh.
All right, it looks crazy. I mean, to be honest, it looks absolutely nuts.
At least we have a deck this week, right? At least we have a deck this week.
Well, Gage, it can't be worse than last time.
You say that. You say that. Just wait.
All right, okay. So did you build a deck this week? Were you able to do it?
Delighted to inform you, Joseph. I have a real 40 cards completed and in front of me today. So I'm going to give you an actual run for your money.
Oh, this hand is a banger. Oh, my God.
Oh, I'm glad yours is good, bro. Mine's is looking, Yup. Fuck. No. No way! I can't believe everything's already crumbling. At least I know what you're on. That's the one benefit. I only have...
Oh, how would you know what I'm on?
Lucky guess, I guess you could say, bro. All right, I'm going to hope this doesn't lose me the game on the spot. I'm going to start by activating Gravekeeper's Commandant.
Oh, God, you're annoying.
I'll grab a Necro Valley from the deck. I heard that card's pretty good. Let me throw that bad boy down.
Are you just playing Floodgates, dog?
You don't know what I'm up to yet. There's a couple back row you gotta work around.
Keep setting.
All right, you got 150 seconds, bro. Better make it worth it.
Oh, don't worry. It's only gonna take 1 second for me to clap your ass. Watch. Normal Dark Blade. Do you know this card pops spell traps?
I learned today, bro. Fuck no. Shit!
Nice Necro Valley.
I thought it would work. I thought it would work. I hate this game, bro.
Right, let's see if you got it.
I don't have anything to this.
All right, we're going to summon an Anguish. Anguish effect.
Yes, Anguish is going to be fine, too.
Let us grab Tri-Horned Dragon.
Please take all the time you need to think, man. There's no rush at all.
Don't worry. In the time it's taken me to... craft this deck, I've learned all of the ins and outs, and they pretty much all revolve around the Horsey.
All right, big Horsey. Unfortunately, I don't have anything for that.
Letting the Horsey go.
Letting it? You're saying as if I had much of a choice, man.
That's true. All right, we already popped the Key Mace, so it is what it.
This is your chance to get 2 top-of-the-line trimmers on the low. I was browsing the Manscaped website.
It is. Time to summon the Gyat.
All right, you're scaring me, bro. Please be gentle.
Anguish time. Key Mace time. Let's grab Memento Fusion.
Oh, he's popping off.
I am popping off. I intend to continue popping off. Let's Memento Fusion.
All right, check this out, man. Tech alert. I'm going to activate Blizzard, bro.
Oh,
put it back in your hand.
Oh, okay. Wait, that's like... terrible.
Isn't that like wait terrible as in like a bad
no, it's
card?
okay.
Or terrible
It's okay.
like it
All right,
sucked or
okay.
turd? Like
No, I'm gonna keep going. But that it was cool.
Oh come on! I thought it would work.
You know what? Actually, I think I'm just chilling here. I
That's
think you
it?
kind of got me.
That's
you
it?
kind of got me.
Oh,
I'm not
God.
gonna lie.
Let's go.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got.
I'm just gonna take everything, man.
I imagine you are.
It's not gonna matter.
All right, let's go. Main 2. Let's set a 1, a 2. Oh, you didn't think I had back row, huh? A 3.
I'm hoping it's not real
Alright, go
back
ahead.
row at least. All right, one good card can get me out of this situation, bro. I'm gonna be disappointed if I don't draw it. I didn't draw it. No, no, bro. You gotta... Fucking God, I'm not gonna lose this week to this. Can you tell me something about the Memento Fusion? Are you nice enough to do that? Can you tell me in 120
Yeah, of
seconds
course.
or less, too? Does it fusion from graveyard, right?
Okay, so it only fuses from graveyard if I have destroyed a monster this turn. Like, so if one of my monsters was destroyed by a card effect, I'm allowed to shuffle mementos from the graveyard instead of paying the cost on field.
Oh, Joseph. What the fuck? All right, man, I'll tell you what. I'm going to set a card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to see if I regret this. I'm going to give you a nice little present, bro. A little gift. I'm going to put your memento guy in the bin because that guy seems a little strong.
Ooh,
Place him with a big
going
buck.
to prevent me from fusion summoning. You are right.
But unfortunately, bro, you have to not summon anything. Please, please, please don't summon anything, bro.
Yeah, I'm realizing, Oh, wow. That's a really cool card, but I think does not actually do it, unfortunately. All right, let's go Memento Lacan.
Okay.
Yeah, this is fucked up. I think I actually am just going combat here.
Oh, thank God, bro. You're so generous giving me an additional turn to play the game.
You got a jelly cannon or something I got to worry about?
You would have to be scared of the jelly cannon. Unfortunately, he's not back there right now.
I know the way you play Yu-Gi-Oh!
All right, man. This draw will get me out of this, I swear. Please.
Mm-hmm.
God, oh my God. It's over. I've lost already, dude.
Oh, man.
Make it quick.
Right, I don't know. I don't know what that new one is, but I don't care to find
All right.
out.
Nah, I respect it, bro. Get rid of it. It was Blizzard.
Blizzard again.
It works the one time,
okay.
maybe not any other times from there.
It kind of did. It kind of did go off.
I
a
tell
little
you,
bit.
if I had a follow-up, you might have lost.
Yeah.
You have to just go
well,
combat?
let's see if you've got the jelly cannon.
All right, no jelly cannon. However, I'm living another turn, baby. I'm shifting that big bug to defense.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
Whew, okay, all right.
We will get in for 550 at least.
At least I'm making good time on these plays, right?
That's true, yeah. You haven't used your 150 yet.
I know, right? All right. That is so depressing. Well, go.
All right, let's go Memento and Fracture. We finally drew. Let's pop our Gaddick. Okay, new chain. Let's go Memento Lacan. Let's grab Goblino.
Yep.
I should have done this in main so I could fusion now, but that's fine. Oh, and it didn't let me use the during your end phase. I'm learning much today. Okay, let's go Goblino.
I don't know if this saves me, but here's my other tech card against you today. Shadow Imprisoning.
You are playing all kinds of ass,
Unfortunately,
dude.
yeah, unfortunately, none of it's enough to be able to stop this shit, dude. You didn't even
I'm
see
like,
the best
look at
parts
all
of my
these
deck.
MSTs. I'm just swimming in these fucking MSTs.
Oh
dude.
my God!
Look at this.
What is this BM?
Yeah.
This is so disrespectful. You bitch, Raigeki.
Get this fucking card.
Yeah, fuck you, bro.
Ugh. Alright, him will pop. What are we sending? 2? Cranium Burst and I don't know. Bone Party? Then Fusion.
This one resolves. This one's
Thundy.
okay.
Oh, I thought it might be. Him and him. I think we just want to almost go combat. Twin-headed Thundra. Wheel grab.
When your internet isn't 100% fiber, you could do this. Or you could switch to Frontier Fiber.
Okay, you're good to go.
Switch now to 100% fiber internet. Plans starting at $29.99 per month. Plus, get free premium Wi-Fi and free expert installation.
Anguich. Thundra. We're going to grab... Let's also grab this card. And let's activate Twin. And let's activate the field spell.
Have you figured out if this deck's good in TCG yet? Or is this just your masterful fun time?
It's not... No, it's actually not bad. It has gotten much better of late. Let's go Giat. Let's special Keymace. And let's activate Giat, and we'll just go ahead and put back the I don't know. Let's put back the Bone Party. Let's grab Tatsunoko Shigo.
Can I get a time check, MBT? How much longer you got on that clock there?
You got 83 seconds.
Oh.
Don't you worry, buddy. This one, you're not going to get out of this one. And you know what? Let's go ahead and activate the graveyard effect of Memento Infusion. We'll pop our Trihorn Dragon to grab back the Bone Party. And let's activate the Trihorn Dragon. I do not want to deal... Oh, wait.
Did you misread something?
I thought he could pop face downs.
And it's mandatory. Does it say it's got to pop 3? It does say 3 mandatory. Hey, nice deck, idiot.
Hey! This deck's gonna dumpster you. We are. All right, let's finish this off. Get the boy out.
Surely you cannot summon anything else. Surely there's no other extender. No, he figured it out. Piercing damage.
Let's give him piercing.
No.
Oh, is there some stupid shit I'm about to find here?
No. Oh my god, could you imagine like Marshmallow on? That'd be crazy.
Oh, retaliating seed.
Again, more tech.
Oh.
Couldn't quite beat you with it though. Fuck.
Wait, so did you just spend the entire week crafting cards to beat my deck?
Yeah, so like the funny thing is the first
And then
week,
you lost anyway?
Shut up, bro. Oh my god, if you could only see my deck. I spent this week and I thought I was super fortunate because you put all your points into Memento and I put no points into anything because I fucked up. I was like, oh, this week I'm just going to hard counter your deck with a budget version of, I guess I'll spoil it for you. It's a Horus deck. There's a little bit more to it. Unfortunately, you didn't see any of the Horus-related cards to it.
Wait, hold up. You led Necro Valley.
Yeah, about that.
You just playing that in the Horus deck?
About that. Yeah, I kind of read the Horus cards. I'm like, those aren't activated effects. They're effects, though. I've kind of just got a Necro Valley in the deck.
Oh,
it didn't do quite as much as I wanted it to anyways, though, but...
This was a good one. I'm excited for next week. You keep giving me all this free time. I will take it.
I don't know. You don't deserve it, bro. I thought I got this win on lock this week.
Spectre Mobile's new deal is so good it's a work of art.
Love the minimalism.
Switch to Unlimited Plus for just $25 per line. Now with free anytime upgrade. Upgrade your phone anytime, as many times as you want for...
Northern British Columbia is more than a place. It's a portal to the extraordinary.
Usually when I upload a video, I have a good idea of how it's going to be received, whether people liked it or didn't like it. And when I uploaded my last video, I knew a few of you would be upset, because I basically duped you into watching an ad for my next event. However, I thought, fuck it, dude, it's my channel. The event's for charity, I should promote it. So I uploaded it anyway. However, what I didn't anticipate was a shit ton of people who were mad at me over on Twitter.com. And it's not for that reason at all. It's for something completely different. And we're here talking about drama once again. This time I'm in the drama, so I can explain exactly what went down. There was like a trending Twitter page called The Problems with Ludwig's Speedrunning Event. And the event, if you haven't heard of it, is called Fast 50. It is a speedrunning charity marathon event that is 50 hours long, trying to raise money for No Kid Hungry and Wings for Life. We do like an event for No Kid Hungry every year, and thankful to a lot of your support. We are one of the larger donors to No Kid Hungry. I'm very proud of that fact. Proud to also now start working with Wings for Life. I think it'll be a fucking killer event. And this was the graphic that I attached along with the trailer that showed some of the creators who are going to be involved. You know, people like Point Crow, Moist Critical, Alfred, people you might recognize as speedrunning or speedrunning adjacent creators. You might notice something that is missing from this graphic, however. People that aren't white or dudes. There's a lot of white guys, all right? And I got a bit of heat for that online. How did Ludwig manage to put together 19 white guys and one Asian guy, shout out Liam, for a speedrunning event, not one headlining woman? And then there's even more tweets. And by the way, I should say this right now. I have tried to blur out as best I can everybody's name and identity. I never want people to go for bat for me. Don't defend me, man. All right, all you should do is watch the thing that I put out. If you like it, hell yeah. If you don't, that's okay. Stop watching me, but never feel the need to defend me. I'm okay. I can defend myself. I'm an adult man in this world, and I don't want anyone getting in battles on my behalf. Anyway, this tweet read, why is there not a single woman in Ludwig's speedrun thing? Ain't no way. And then GTM posted rightfully that here is just an example of one woman who is participating in it. And then they said, that's good to hear. I am happy that she will have that kind of opportunity to represent women in speedrunning. It does feel last minute as a way to cover up the negligence, but still dope to see. And then Laura, thankfully confirmed, no, he actually contacted me way before the initial trailer dropped. I just thought he didn't want me. No, definitely wanted Laura. Laura's a great speedrunner. So you know, I'm not trying to sit here and tokenize and be like, yeah, I got this fucking woman and this black dude and also this Asian guy. Like that's cringe. I don't need to tokenize the people who are going to my event. It is not all white dudes, okay? There are a lot of white guys. That is fair. But that's just because I asked people who I knew personally who are like speedrunning creators, and a lot of them happen to be white. And I wasn't going through like I'm a fucking admissions board saying, sorry, man, we hit our white quota. We can't allow you, Point Crow. All right, man, it's just not going to work out for you. I didn't do that. But safe to say, there are many more people than just white dudes attending. And a lot of people were also upset that they weren't included in the graphic and they were relegated to and more. And the simple reason for that is because I'm still working on getting everybody in the schedule and in the event. I will be honest, I was a bit of a size queen, so I put a lot of the larger creators there because that'd be a bigger poll. But I also know a lot of these people, so I was able to reach out to them, as opposed to people I didn't know who I had to reach out to, get contact information with, and it was harder to confirm them as opposed to like Charlie, who, very cool for me, I can just message on Discord. So I hope that makes sense, but that's why the graphic didn't include people who aren't white dudes. And honestly, a bit of an error on my end for not just recognizing that. The optics of it, at least. Anyway, the next thing people were mad about for the event was the fact that the video was called GDQ's in Big Trouble. And someone posted, Ludwig advertises his new speedrun event by calling a different speedrun event bad. Now, I didn't call the speedrun event bad. I thought this title was much more tongue-in-cheek in my mind. I didn't read it as GDQ's in big trouble because they're going to shit. I read it as that because like, oh, I'm entering the scene. GDQ, step aside. But that's not how it actually was in the video. If you actually watch the video, I was quite complimentary of GDQ. In fact, this is what I said about him. And GDQ, by the way, is still a thing. It's bigger than ever. It's amazing. They raised like over $45 million in their career. Every event raises like $2.5 million. They have thousands and thousands of people showing up live, hundreds and hundreds of different competitors. But I kind of miss when it was like small. And all I said is like, I missed when it was smaller, and I wanted to make something that felt like what I felt in my heart when I watched GDQ way back in the day. Not to say it's bad to be big. GDQ is amazing. I could not do what they do. Literally, just couldn't get that many people in a room and raise that amount of money. But I feel like I can do something that would raise a lot of money for charity and would be fun to watch. And in fact, I also said this. And by the way, I just do want to clarify. I know the title's a little clickbait. I'm not trying to compete or take out GDQ. I mean, shit, I'm still going to watch SGDQ when it happens later this summer. But I literally said I'd watch it, and I understand the title's clickbait, but, it's also part of the game of being a YouTuber. So, anyway, not shitting on GDQ. They should exist. We should coexist. I'm not competing with GDQ. I couldn't even compete with GDQ. We are totally separate things. Now, there was even more concern, doesn't end, that Ludwig's speedrunning event came out about how I thought it would. He's not a speedrunner, so he's not invested in growing the hobby. He had an idea for something he thought he could make money and grow his brand off of, and that's it. The call for runners was engagement bait. Now, this one kind of pissed me off because I'm not even making money on the event. The event is currently poised to lose $80,000, and that's just based off how much we've sold the event for, the revenue, minus the cost of goods, how much it costs to fly everybody out there and set up the whole production for it, and that's fine. Honestly, a first event losing money is pretty normal. It happened for chess boxing. It happened for my live event. Usually, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, if it works out great, we'll start making money, which is also cool. But ultimately, for this one, I don't care too much. If it breaks even every year, that's cool, because the goal is to raise money for charity, not to make a lot of money. And if the idea is that I'm somehow trying to use the speedrunning scene for clout, then I went to the wrong fucking community, brother. Let's be real with ourselves. The speedrunning community is not exactly the one that you go to for that, right? I would start going to kick.com and then picking people's food off their tray. That's where the clout is nowadays. I would get Andrew Tate on the stream, but that is not at all it. I just think speedrunning is really cool, and I wanted to make something that I thought was cool. Plain and simple. More concerns. If you're wondering why speedrunners are upset with Ludwig, think of it this way. Company posts an ad for a new IT job. Tons of qualified IT people apply, but it doesn't matter. The ad is just for appearance because that job is always going to the boss's son. Also diversity. Now, this one is because I tweeted out about this event, or vaguely about this event, about a month ago. I said, I got a crazy idea for an event. If there are any speedrunners who want to be a part of it, hit me up. Right? That was the tweet. And I actually had a shit ton of replies from this. And then people are assuming that I actually didn't invite any people from this. I just invited all of my friends, which frankly just isn't true. In the video itself, I did say this. I never said this was like a speedrunner event for just speedrunners like GDQ. I thought to myself, well, shit, I got a kick-ass team here at Offbrand. I'm friends with a lot of amazing speedrun creators. What if I make my own charity speedrunning marathon event? The goal was always to create a charity speedrunning marathon event with my creator speedrunning friends. That was the goal. But I also wanted to include a ton of dope speedrunners. And from this tweet, I got a bunch of dope speedrunners. This is not an exhaustive list, but this is just 10 people I thought of off the top who I discovered just from this tweet. Outrageous Josh, Visuals, Laura, Tevin, all these people came from that tweet, right? The other people, sure, I did reach out to them beforehand, like a Point Crow or a Doug, but I don't think that means that I didn't follow through. Not 100% of the event is people from that tweet, but it's pretty close to 50-50, 60-40. I invited a great amount of people who are going to show off their speedrunning talents from that. And it's been a little bit of a bummer because I've been trying to hype up this event, but the drama surrounding it is getting way more attention than the actual cool shit involved. Just today, this was announced.
We are doing another $10,000 speedrun challenge here in collaboration with Ludwig's speedrunning event. Ludwig has put together a beautiful charity speedrunning event that'll last from May 31st to June 2nd, and our little speedrun bounty challenge actually has its own little showcase for our previous games, as well as this new one that I'm introducing today. Ours is actually starting ahead of the event, so that way runners can have time to get familiar with it and master it, find new tech, and just become the fucking speedrun god of another Crab's Treasure. That's the game, baby. I figured, let's do it for one of my favorite games of the year, another...
And not as many people are talking about the fact that we have a cool $10,000 bounty for another Crab's Treasure that is led by Charlie for the Fast 50 event, as are talking about the fact that I'm sexist or are using speedrunners for clout or only invited fake speedrunners because they're speedrunning creators. That's fucking pissing me off, man. It's annoying. All I want to do is make something that I think is cool. I think speedrunning's cool. I watch a lot of speedrunning content and also raise money for charity. That's it. That is the whole thing that I want to do. And I'm not saying people cannot have criticism, but the one criticism that I saw that I fucking hate is that people are calling certain speedrunners fake speedrunners. Maybe just because they have a following or a YouTube channel or something. But to me is too cringe. Like, why draw the line there? And I felt like a lot of people were almost gatekeeping the speedrunning scene. And there was even one Twitter user who said something to the effect of, this is not a speedrunning event. And that person, I'm going to try to leave them unnamed here. But I replied to them. I was like, bro, the gatekeeping's crazy skull emoji. And then you know, that blew up. That post got very big. They took down their Twitter account for a while. And I've talked to them offline. And if you are one of the people who harassed them, shame on you. You're cringe as fuck. Please don't do that ever again, ever. But ultimately, like, that is something that has bothered me. That is why I replied to it. And I don't think that was their stance after talking to them further. But the fact that, like, someone counts as a speedrunner and someone else doesn't, like what judges it? Do you have to have a good enough time? Like, what makes you an official speedrunner? To me, it's if you have passion for the scene, if you care about, like, speedrunning as a concept, and if you support, like, other speedrunners and try speedrunning. That's it. Like, that's the barrier to entry in my mind. That should be the barrier of entry in my mind. And the sad part of all of this is it's made this weird division with people who maybe watch me or who maybe agree with my thoughts on this, and then the speedrunning community, as if us two are at odds. Well, the whole point of this is that I was trying to do something with the speedrunning community, you know, with other speedrunners for a greater cause of raising money for charity. I don't want to be a fucking odds.
Your health is your biggest asset. Find Anthem Blue Cross plan starting at $0 a month. Apply in 5 to 10 minutes for a secure future at healthforcalifornia.com.
With the speedrunning community, that's not the goal. If I left this and did this event doing that, it would be a huge fucking failure in my eyes. And I've had a lot of people give me advice like this. This is probably one of the worst communities to be in. If you don't have your own little in-group, it's filled with elitist, self-centered, narcissistic children and adults who act like children. We see that with the Ludwig event now. And it's basically saying, hey, Ludwig, get the fuck out of the speedrunning community. It sucks. And it's quote retweeting someone saying it rocks. And I couldn't agree less. This is what I posted. I'll just read a bit of it here. But I really think that's wrong. Like, ultimately, the speedrunning community is incredibly inclusive. But it also makes it somewhat hostile because it is so inclusive. And they're worried about maybe letting someone in that could ruin what is special. And I think a lot of this gets lost in the Twitter translation. It seems like people are way more antagonistic, way more hostile, in treating this with, like, zero tact or respect as we would have if we were, like, talking in person. And I know that I didn't do the best with the launch of this. Like, it would have been much better if I launched this with the entire group of people who are participating. But I'll be honest, I failed here because I was a bit slow. I'm the only person doing outreach with creators, and I am also not the fastest messenger because I do spend sometimes 7 hours of my day shooting 3-point basketball shots. So I miss messages sometimes. I'm still working on part of the schedule, and I will have it out early next week. And I know that is a fault of mine. But I just assumed that based off my track record and the events I'd done in the past, that I would have, like, the good grace and like that little bit of charitability that, oh yeah, Ludwig probably isn't just going to do an event full of dudes and only his friends and not invite any of the people he tweeted out and replied to it. Like, I assumed I would have that good grace. And maybe I was wrong to think that. But either way, this is not turning me off from the event. If anything, it makes me more excited to prove to everybody that we can make a kick-ass event, both for the people attending it and then the people online and the speedrunning community at large. I am not trying to take over anything. I need to say this again. I am not trying to be a rival with anyone. I'm just trying to be the guy that I am, making something that I think is cool with the resources that I have, both monetarily and, like, you know, the friends, the contacts, the connections. Because it is not as possible for another speedrunning charity event to get, like, the creators involved as it is for me. In the same way that I can't get all the world's best runners in a room together plus 3,000 people. You know, we all have our strengths and our weaknesses. So anyway, that was the big fucking drama. I tried to touch on basically every single point that I saw. I hope I addressed them all correctly. If you guys are still here, please do, if you want, check out the Fast 50 merch. It does kind of look like the word fat cell now that I look at it, but I think the merch is really fucking fire. It's my K-Truck. It's a little NASCAR parody shirt. And then also, we still have half the tickets remaining If you're in the Los Angeles area and you want to come hang out with me in person, come hang out, man. I would love to hang out with you. It'd be a lot of fun, and VIP is going to be involved in some pretty fun ways. So that's it, man. That's the whole drama. Thank you all for watching. I hope you do check out the event May 31st. If you guys want to win $10,000, start speedrunning another crabs or another soul crab, another crabs adventure. I forget what it's called. I'm tired. I'm out, man. See you later. Goodbye.
Planning your European getaway? Stay connected hassle-free with Nomad eSIM.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Marketing Monday Wins and Fails, where we go over all of the wins and fails in the last week in marketing and business. I'm going to start you off with an interesting win that combines one of the more interesting Venn diagrams that I think that I've ever seen. That, of course, is the peanut butter and chocolate combination of gamers and insider trading. This is where we find ourselves. But first, a little bit of backstory. I made a clip a few days ago called Getting Away with Insider Trading, where I listened to some interesting stories from chat about how they thought they could get away with insider trading. And a lot of you after that clip sent me comments or DMs about things that have happened in your life that are like, could this be insider trading? Could I get away with it? And of course, my answer to all of you is no, probably not. But a lot of you seem to think that you are capable of getting away with insider trading. I don't necessarily blame you, because a lot of you are looking around at the world and seeing things like this. Senator Thomas Tuberville here, who's on the Senate Committee for Agriculture and is directly betting on wheat, corn, soy, and cattle futures and making tons of money. And this happens all over in our government. People see insider trading happen, not get punished, and think, okay, maybe the SEC sucks. Maybe they don't know how to prosecute it. I'll probably get away with it just fine. And the only time I can remember in recent memory where somebody rich or famous actually got punished for insider trading was Martha Stewart like fucking 10 years ago. So I can see why you might think that. But my theory is that you don't have the level of connections that senators, government officials, and rich people do have. But you are gamers, okay? You are gamers, and I think maybe your gamer skill makes you believe that you can. And as we know, gamers have never, ever been caught for insider trading. Enter a new character to the Marketing Monday lore, Anthony Vigiano. He's a 26-year-old gamer who works at Goldman Sachs, and he deals with very interesting upcoming merger and acquisition transactions. That means he has non-public knowledge, secrets about upcoming mergers and acquisitions. Now, Anthony Vigiano here has a friend named Christopher Salamone. Now, I don't have a picture of Christopher Salamone, so I used an artist's rendition of the average Italian man. This is Christopher Salamone. He's a friend of Anthony's. And these two together, as two gamers and friends, have decided to do some insider trading. Anthony here is going to have all of the knowledge from his job at Goldman Sachs, and Christopher is going to do the trading. And they are going to be very smart because they're gamers. They will use no texting. They will use no email. They will leave no records of their conversations. That way no one can trace them one to the other. They will use a smoke screen. Let's say, for example, what happened. Anthony tells them to buy MAXR, a defense company that's going to have a merger. He tells them to buy 4 other defense stocks so they could pretend he was buying defense stocks in anticipation of a possible World War III. It's a smoke screen. How do they split the profits? In cash only. Once Christopher makes his money, he goes to the bank, withdraws $20,000 in cash, hand delivers it back to Anthony. Now, how, if they do all these things right, could they get caught? Well, it turns out the stock market is kind of like a casino because the average person always loses. And so the SEC has a unit, basically called the Market Abuse Unit, that looks to see if anyone is consistently winning, which turns out is extremely rare. It turns out are winning consistently in the stock market. They might check how you won that money. And they might try to see if there's any connection. Like, say you used to live on the block of somebody and are lifelong childhood friends with somebody working at an analyst firm. But they still need hard evidence. And that's where this story became great. Because these two guys decided not to use texting, not to use email, but they did have to talk to each other. They didn't live in the same location. How did they talk to each other? Step 1 was Signal, an app that deletes their messages after 5 minutes. The second thing was Xbox 360 voice chat.
I live in Smethwick, Birmingham. If you want the fucking brawl, come down to Smethwick, ask for Danny G. I'll come out of my house and I'll break your fucking legs.
Which Anthony is quoted as saying is impossible to trace, giving us one of the all-time greatest business headlines. There is no tracing Xbox 360 chat. Claimed guy now charged with insider trading. Him and his friend would get on old Xbox 360 games and talk about their plans in Xbox 360 chat. Now, this recording was obtained and used by the SEC in their complaints. That being said, a lot of other things fell apart. It turns out their friend told another friend, and that friend did text people, which made it a lot easier for them to track it down. But eventually, they did use a recording on Xbox 360 of the guy saying there's no way to trace Xbox 360 and put it in court, which led to these two guys going down. So next time you're thinking that you've got it all figured out and you want to beat the system with insider trading, I gotta say I would recommend against it. That was a nice win, but I want to give a fail to technology that is past its prime. All of you have been to a gas station or a grocery store and you've seen, this. It's called a display fridge. And basically it's a fridge with a big glass door so you can tell what's inside it. Yuck! Enter the future and a win for all of us. Enter the cooler screen, a gigantic wall-to-ceiling monitor that covers the products inside, but it tells you what's in there. Wow!
Yo, I cannot believe these shorts from Fabletics are 2 for $24. Look at the shorts I used to wear to the gym.
If you're a Yu-Gi-Oh! GX fan, Zane Truesdale is the epitome of a fantastic character. He is one of the most iconic machine monsters, was one of the strongest duelists in the academy, and nearly put his brother in a body bag, and many more things that made him lovable. What we don't like about him is making the Cyberdarks look runnable, as when they came to the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, these machines didn't live up to the hype. As cool as randomly taking dragons from the graveyard to equip them sounds, forgetting not to make this archetype a clunky deck seemed to be an issue they wholly ignored. The bad news is that Cyberdarks may never be fixed. The good news is we can banish them in today's video of why these edgelord machines failed in the TCG. Cyberdark mainly focused on utilizing dragons and graveyards as equip cards. Later, it became what Konami usually does with the failed archetype, becoming an OTK-based deck with the release of more support. The first sign we should have taken that this archetype would have bad news was that the TCG set was dedicated to them. Cyberdark Impact was released on November 3rd, 2006. The main deck monsters were all introduced. The three amigos were Cyberdark Horn, Edge, and Keel. These dragons that weren't dragons were all level 4 dark machines with 800 attack and defense, and if normal summoned, you could target a level 3 lower dragon in your graveyard, equip it, and gain attack equal to that monster's attack. They also could save themselves and be destroyed by battle with the equipped monster instead. Edge could attack directly, but its attack would be halved during damage calculation if used its effect. Horn inflicted piercing damage, and Keel could inflict 300 damage to your opponent when it destroyed a monster by battle. The boss that ties them all together is Cyberdark Dragon. This level 8 Dark Machine monster must be fusion summoned using each of the 3 Cyberdark monsters above in Horn, Edge, and Keel. When special summoned, it lets you grab a dragon monster from your graveyard, and it gains attack equal to that monster's attack. It also gained 100 attack for each monster in your graveyard. If it were destroyed in battle, you could destroy the equipped monster instead. What's cool about this is that the archetype even got a fusion spell, aptly named Cyberdark Impact, which came out in Tactical Evolution because who knows why. You can fusion summon Cyberdark Dragon by shuffling Horn, Edge, and Keel from hand, field, or graveyard into the deck as its fusion materials. There were a few good things to love about our little evil machines. They had a really powerful fusion spell that was very lenient on where you could fusion summon from, subsequently making it very easy to bring out your boss monster. And that about ends what was good about the archetype. While the mechanics seemed fun, the playstyle was not explosive and highly linear. The main deck monsters only got their effects on normal summon, and when they lost their material, having to protect themselves, there was no way to get another piece. That was a massive issue during a format where Heavy Storm, and even worse, Breaker were prominent. Monsters are treated as spell traps and placed into the back row. Not only was it easy to remove its poor protection, which was only suitable for protecting in battle, but it also left them with an abysmal stat line in attack and defense. So battle traps and back row removal were their most significant weaknesses. And that even goes for their boss monster, who also had poor attack without an equip card and was a mere force away from being a poor investment. Also, the pickings for the 3 main deck monsters were limited. Not only was a selection of level 3 lower dragons limited, but there were no good level 3 dragons to use. The best dragon within effect was Twin-Headed Behemoth, and even that was only 1500. But this was still 2300 attack when equipped, which should have been good if not the requirement to get that limited card in the graveyard in the first place. And that the only other good target was Hunter Dragon, a level 3 vanilla with 1700 attack that was made specifically to give Cyberdarks a big target. Cyberdark Dragon wasn't any different either. All that investment for a 1000 attack monster that can only grab 1 dragon had the same mediocre protection as its smaller counterpart. Let's also not forget that there weren't many options to search fusion spells, including the in-archetype fusion spell. Fusion summoning was already a pain when you needed specific materials listed to make said fusion monster, and Cyberdark didn't make that any easier. Add the fact that there was no other spell and trap card supports besides Impact, no searchers, no extenders, and laughably, not even good dragons for them to utilize, and you have the peak prowess of what makes an archetype terrible. As you can imagine, the deck saw no play and put up mediocre results. What do you expect from an archetype focusing on clunky equip effects, mediocre protection, and running monsters outside its archetype to make inconsistencies? This was an automatic way to get shelled for a while, and by a while, we mean over 11 years gaining dust. Other machine archetypes would make their names known, hilariously including Cyber Dragon, who were seeing good results with excellent board presence and powerful options like Cyber Dragon Infinity at their disposal. It wouldn't be until 2017 that we saw some support that addressed the issues Cyberdarks came with. To our surprise, the cards were considerably great support to use around our subpar machine dragons. In the TCG set Legendary Duelists, 4 new cards were made to fix the problems that ensued with Cyberdarks. Cyberdark Cannon and Cyberdark Claw were 2 new main deck monsters. Unlike our first Cyber Bunch, these 2 were Dragon-type monsters with 1600 attack and 800 defense, and if they're sent to the graveyard while equipped to a monster, they get specific effects. Cyberdark Cannon lets you draw a card, and Cyberdark Claw lets you target a Cyberdark monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. They even had 2 additional effects, 1 discard effect and 1 steering damage calculation. Cannon lets you discard it from your hand to add a Cyberdark monster from your deck to your hand. And during damage calculation, when a monster equipped with it battles, you can send a monster from your deck to the graveyard. Claw on discard lets you add a Cyberdark spell or trap from your deck to your hand. And during damage calculation, when the monster is equipped with battles, you can send a monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. There was also a new head honcho in town in the form of Cyber Darkness Dragon. This retrain of the OG was a dark machine that needed to be fusion summoned first by using 5 Cyber Dark effect monsters. When special summoned, you can equip 1 dragon or machine monster from your graveyard to this card, and it gains attack equal to the original attack of the monster equipped by the effect. When an opponent's monster or effect is activated, you can send 1 equip card to the graveyard to negate and destroy that card. The 2 new main deck monsters seemingly fix many of Cyberdark's issues. They gave Cyberdark searchers for their monsters, spells, and trap cards, dragon monsters for them to target in the graveyard without having to use extra resources to place them there in the first place, and additional effects that help them set up the graveyard with resources for the Cyberdark machines to use. Both also had a chance of causing degenerate plays due to their effects allowing you to send any monster to the graveyard. Cannon could send a simple battle phase protection like Bacon Saver, or an extremely powerful card like Dragon Buster. Claw had a leg up, however. Its effect lets you access your extra deck for additional resources. Around the late 2010s, the extra deck became more than just a place to special summon Xyz, Synchros, and Fusions. It was also a place to utilize resources due to cards gaining effect when sent to the graveyard. Most didn't require activating their effects from the field to the graveyard, so you can send more than just high-level dragons, like 5-headed dragon to the grave, but you also had access to extract bombs if needed. Need field removal? Elder Entity Natis is at your beckon. Need a fusion spell? Send a Rafflesia. Randomly want a Shooting Star Dragon for whatever reason? Send a Shooting Quasar Dragon so you can later equip it with your Cyberdark fusions to make its effect alive. Speaking of Cyberdark machines, can we acknowledge how much of a step up Cyber Darkness Dragon was to Cyberdark Dragon? While it wasn't anything too crazy, it was a complete step up from the former Cyberdark Impact Star, as it came with a higher attack power and an Omni Negate effect that just requires you to send 1 equip card you control to negate and destroy. Destroy a card, regardless of what monster has it. So you can use the other Cyberdark monsters with equip cards to activate this card's effect. Finally, what else can you do to fix an archetype other than slap some solid effects onto a field spell card? Cyberdark Inferno was a field spell that prevented your Cyberdark effect monsters from being destroyed or targeted by your opponent's card effects. You can target and return 1 Cyberdark monster on your field to your hand to immediately normal summon a Cyberdark monster. This also lets you grab a Polymerization or a fusion spell from your deck to your hand if your opponent destroys this card. Now, you can recycle the Cyberdark machines you use back into your hand to reuse their effects. This added great protection on top of Cyberdark Force's battle protection. So Cyberdark had gotten great main deck monsters, a solid boss monster, and a field spell to help address their horrendous trigger effects and gave better protection. It's too bad that the main deck Cyberdark monsters were still awful and lackluster. The deck also had problems making their boss monster, as the deck was slow and didn't have many special summon effects. In this case, none at all, unless by fusion summoning. Even that was a struggle because of the higher requirement of materials needed to fusion summon, and the fact that there was no built-in fusion card for the archetype. Remember, Cyberdark Impact could only summon the original Cyberdark Dragon, meaning you had to use regular ones. Even though there were good options like Polymerization and Overload Fusion, you couldn't search them directly from your own volition. The field spell could do it, but it would have to be destroyed by your opponent. So even though the cards addressed glaring weaknesses, it didn't help that these cards were made awful. However, that doesn't mean Konami wouldn't stop bringing support for Horrible Archetype, as the deck got even more support in the TCG structure deck, Cyberstrike. Cyberstrike aimed to make the whole Cyber network a cohesive, playable unit. That included trying to make Cyberdarks more consistent with more support to cover their flaws. Who needs retrains when you can just throw cards around them? Though it was meant to make the Cyber Dragon and their sub-archetype flop work together, some clear cards favored the Cyberdark aspect. Cyberdark Chimera kicks off this list. It was a level 4 machine with 800 attack and 2100 defense. You could discard one spell or trap to add one power bond from your deck to your hand, but you could only use dragon or machine cyber monsters as fusion materials on that turn. You could also fusion summon by banishing monsters from your graveyard as materials. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can send a Cyberdark monster from your deck to the graveyard with a different name from the Cyberdark monsters in your graveyard already. Attachment Cybern was a level 3 light dragon that lets you target one cyber monster and equip this monster with it. That monster gains a huge 600 attack for all its hard work. If this equipped card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one other dragon or machine cyber monster in your graveyard and spell summon it. There was also yet another new boss in town. Cyberdark and Dragon was a fusion monster with 5,000 attack and 3,800 defense, which could be made by fusing a Cyberdark Dragon plus Cyber and Dragon, or by tributing a Cyberdark fusion monster equipped with a Cyber and Dragon. The card was unaffected by your opponent's activated card effects, and once per turn, you could target one monster in either graveyard and equip it. It was also allowed to make any number of attacks during the battle phase equal to the number of cards equipped to it. For spells, a Cybernetic Horizon was a normal spell card, which was always treated as a Cyberdark card. You could send 2 machine and or dragon cyber monsters with different attributes to the graveyard, one from your hand and one from your deck. Then add one cyber machine or dragon monster from your deck to your hand. And if you do, send a cyber fusion monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. Your extra deck is also locked into machine monsters when you activate it. Cyberdark Realm was a continuous spell card that, on activation, adds a Cyberdark monster from your deck to your hand with a different name than the other cards in your graveyard. During the main phase, you can normal summon one Cyberdark monster in addition to your normal summoner set. In addition to those effects, if you equip a monster from your graveyard with the use of a Cyberdark monster, you can equip cards from your opponent's graveyard instead. Finally, Cyberdark Invasion was their continuous trap card, with 2 once per turn effects. The first one lets you target a Cyberdark effect monster and equip a dragon or machine monster to it as an equipped card in either player's graveyard. The second effect allows you to send one equipped card on a machine monster to the graveyard to destroy one card your opponent controls. Cybernetic Horizon and Cyberdark Realm were ridiculous add-ons to the archetype. Horizon sets up your graveyard to search for more monsters from your deck. In addition, it begins to set up for your Cyber Fusion monsters by putting an extra deck Cyber in the graveyard so you can later equip it to your Cyberdark Fusions. Cyberdark Realm was a great searcher and granted another normal summon, further helping the deck establish board presence. Chimera straight up gave you Power Bond as a free card, making fusion summoning even easier if you have the materials. And Cyberdark and Dragon was an absolute unit, maxing out at a whopping 5,000 attack, being unaffected by activated effects by your opponent, and being an OTK enabler even with just one equipped monster. However, that didn't change the deck's problem with the 3 originals still being dog water. Being heavily reliant on normal summons made it easy to interrupt the deck with hand traps, and the setup for the Cyberdark fusion spells still took 2 turns in almost every scenario. What makes this even more upsetting is that the deck relied on its OTK to end the game, as it was terrible in the grind game due to the lack of negations and interruptions the deck had outside of its trap. The main issue throughout all of it was the fact that all of these amazing cards and effects were used to supplement 3 awful cards that, no matter how you put it, didn't advance the deck's gameplay, and were ultimately just level 4 bricks that had to be played due to their names. The cards offered nothing with their own effects, and by 2021 were nothing more than an outdated trio players were forced to run. There's just no way else to say it. Cyberdarks were a huge letdown compared to what we saw on TV. The excellent aesthetics of these monsters are offset by terrible mechanics and outdated gameplay. Konami's late effort to make them synergize with Cyber Dragons with the structure deck was met with the expected results of just plain Cyber Dragons by themselves. While many can say the deck got terrific support, it just can't get around the fact that Horn, Edge, and Keel did more harm than good to the deck. Their effects didn't bring anything worthwhile. Their protection was barely, well, protection, and they were bricks you had to play due to certain cards in your deck requiring you to play different Cyberdark named monsters. The deck was also easy to interrupt, as simply interrupting the normal summon effect or removing the field spell made the deck fragile. It was dependent on a fusion monster creating OTK, but was so slow it couldn't make it on its first turn most of the time. How any deck that is an OTK is unable to make its boss monster on the first turn is supposed to be consistent is anyone's guess. However, the deck could splash syntax like Dragon Buster and utilize the extra deck for resources and removal, but that wasn't enough to compensate for the inconsistencies of the deck, and the most success it had was being run as the mini engine for Axis Sisters. So until the retrains come for Horn, Edge, and Kill, more ways for the deck to make better boards through interruptions, and faster options are given to the deck, it's safe to say that Cyberdarks belong in the dark. These machines will need much more from their cybernetic network to be viable, or at least casual in any format. How do you fail in Duel Links with 2 skills dedicated to you? Enough of the bashing, off to the scrapyard with these cards, and Cyberdark is one of our newest inductees to the Hall of Fail.
Tonight's dinner, it's gonna be great, with McCormick.
The Wind attribute has come a long way in Yu-Gi-Oh! From being one of the weakest in the game to having some memorable competitive archetypes. Gone are the days of trying to make Mist Valley a viable deck. Not when you have archetypes like Harpies, Alluralist, Ritual Beast, and Floowandereeze that have graced the metas in the late 2010s. It's clear that they have seen their fair share of the spotlight on the big stages. However, one Wind Wingbeast archetype didn't make the cut, and you can say it wasn't really their fault. Well, most of it wasn't their fault, as they did no favors to themselves in one critical aspect. Today, we'll explore those faults and see what made the Simorgh archetype fail, and what made them take an Icarus attack into being a flop in the TCG. Before getting into the base archetype, it's only fair to play homage to the bird that made it all possible. Simorgh, Bird of Divinity, was a level 7 winged beast that debuted as the boss for the starter deck Lord of the Storms in 2006. This 2700 attack monster couldn't be special summoned, and needed all of its tributes to be wind if tribute summoned. It also dealt 1000 damage to both players during the end phase as well as on the field, but decreased the damage by 500 for each spell or trap card the player controlled. While it may be the OG Simorgh, that doesn't warrant it to get any play. It was restrictive on how it could be summoned, and had an effect that could easily be played around by simply setting spell or trap cards face down. It was too slow on its debut, which never changed as more metas and cards emerged. At best, you can honor this card for being the reason we have Simorgh as an archetype. Still, its lackluster effect and restrictive summoning conditions didn't seem fit for casual or competitive play. It would be a different story for the next Simorgh in this video, though. Simorgh, Bird of Ancestry, was later introduced in the TCG set Light of Destruction in 2008. This level 8 light wingbeast monster lets both players tribute wind monsters for 1 less cost. If it was tribute summoned by only using wind monsters, you can return 2 cards your opponent controls to their owner's hand. It was also treated as a normal monster while in your hand, because why not? This card did see some play in some more decks after seeing card bins for over 10 plus years. The effect of bouncing back cards is always welcomed, especially as the game advanced with the high use of extra deck monsters. Having the ability to put back Synchros, Xyz, Fusions, or Links to the extra deck was really nothing to scoff at, as it resets your opponent's field and forces them to waste resources to bring those monsters out again. Ancestry also helped reduce the tribute summons needed for wind monsters, reducing the resources required to play a high-level wind monster. This came in handy when summoning the other high-level winds, whether it be your in-archetype monsters, or tech choices like Rise of the Mega Monarch, who was used as a tech in Simorgh builds with its strong effect that bounced a card in the field and in either player's graveyard to the top of their decks, and could also bounce an additional card back to the hand if used to win monsters as a tribute. A pretty solid old school Simorgh, but not as great as the next Simorgh who debuted in Stardust Overdrive. Dark Simorgh was a level 7 Dark Wingbeast. It was also treated as a wind monster was face up on the field. It had 2 ways to special summon itself. One way was by banishing a Dark and Wind monster from your graveyard to special summon it from your hand, and the other was to banish a Dark and Wind monster from your hand to special summon it from the graveyard. If it's face up on the field, it prevents your opponent from setting cards. What made Dark Simorgh a hit in the TCG community was its success in Simorgh Lockdown, where you could play this card alongside another TCG favorite, Anti-Spell Fragrance. By setting Fragrance and then playing Dark Simorgh, you can activate Fragrance on your opponent's turn to make them set their spell cards before activating them. However, since Dark Simorgh prevents your opponent from setting cards, they wouldn't be able to play any spell or trap cards. It also saw play as well with his lock-in ninjas, as it was easy to bring out with a trap card, Ninjutsu Art of Transformation, which lets you tribute a ninja on field to special summon a wing beast, beast, or insect monster from your hand or deck, whose level is equal to or less than the monster used plus 3. By simply using a level 4 ninja like Hanzo, you could easily bring out Samorg and establish a Samorg lock on turn 1 with the greatest of ease. It's not a bad start for the bird of birds. 2 out of the 3 Samorgs were pretty decent enough to see play. Players didn't expect Samorg to be a fully fledged archetype when they were announced in the TCG set Rising Rampage in 2019, 10 years after the last time we saw a Samorg. The archetype still held to its roots, containing wind and dark monsters that focus on removing your opponent's spell and traps for extra perks. Also focus on normal summoning and tribute summoning aspects to make bringing out your high level Samorgs easier, like giving extra normal summons or reducing the cost to tribute summon bigger monsters. 10 cards were given to our new avian friends to help them soar the TCG. Let's start off with the little Samorgs. They all had one effect in common, which is, if your opponent didn't control any spell or trap cards, you could special summon them from the grave, but banish them when they left the field. You're also locked into special summoning wing beast monsters for the rest of the turn. Samorg, Bird of Beginning, was a level 1 wind monster with 0 attack and 1600 defense. When normal summoned, you can activate its effect to normal summon 1 Samorg in addition to your regular normal summon and set. Samorg, Bird of Beginning is a level 2 with 1000 attack and defense that lets you add a support card from your deck to hand when it's normal summoned. Samorg, Bird of Calamity was level 3 with 1500 attack. If normal summoned, you can send a Samorg card from your deck to the graveyard. For the last of the low levels, we have Samorg, Bird of Perfection, which is a level 4 with 1400 attack that targets 1 spell or trap card your opponent controls and returns it to their hand. So now that the small birds are out of the way, it's time to show the new Samorg retraits. Samorg, Lord of the Storm, was a level 8 wing beast with 2900 attack and 2000 defense, which couldn't be targeted by your opponent's spell and trap card effects. When your opponent activates a spell or trap card, its quick effect lets you attribute 1 wind wing beast monster to target one of your opponent's cards and spin it back to the deck. The other enables you to return this card from your graveyard to your hand when a wing beast monster you control is destroyed by battle while this card's in your graveyard. Finally, Samorg of Darkness is the Dark Samorg upgrade with 2900 attack and 2000 defense. It also has the wind attribute when face up on the field. If you tribute a wind or dark monster, you can special summon this card from your hand or graveyard. When a spell or trap card or effect is activated, you can tribute 1 wind wing beast monster to negate the activation and destroy the card. The rich kept getting richer when they gave this archetype a field spell, Elborz, the Sacred Land of Samorg. This field spell gave all wing beast monsters in the field 300 attack and defense. Once per turn, you can reveal a wing beast monster from your hand to normal summon a wing beast monster for 1 less cost. You also gain an additional normal summon if you control another wind wing beast monster. They also got a searcher in Samorg Onslaught, which made you discard 1 wing beast monster to add 2 Samorg monsters with different attributes from your deck to your hand. You can also banish the card from the graveyard to reveal 1 wing beast monster from your hand to reduce all monsters with that same name's level by 1 for the rest of the turn, even after they've been summoned. The final spell was removal based. Samorg Repulsion, which made you discard a wing beast monster to return all cards in your opponent's spell and trap card zone to their hand. It also had the same graveyard effect as Onslaught, where you can banish this card to reveal a wing beast to reduce the level of all monsters in your hand with the same name by 1. To round the support, their only trap card was Samorg Sky Battle. This continuous trap prevented your wing beast monsters from being targeted by card effects or battle, except for the wing beast with the highest attack. You can also send this card to the graveyard and 2 Samorg monsters in the field with different attributes whose levels equal 7 or higher.
Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Higher to return all cards on the field to the hand. Then take 5 damage for every card returned to the hand. Then your opponent takes damage equal to the damage you took. The archetype came out of the gate with great support. You had 3 starters in the small birds, a bird that was prime removal, alongside a field spell that established board presence, and a search spell that adds 2 Samorgs to your hand regardless what level they are. Couple this with the fact that the small birds can bring themselves back to give you monsters to set up your tribute to your big birds, who can respond to your opponent's spells and traps to punish them and have built-in recyclability. The deck was unique in many ways. Being more based around normal summoning allowed you to play around usual floodgates that stopped some common decks. Since most combo decks were heavily based around special summoning, it didn't affect their gameplay as much, and the deck didn't care that much about special summonings except in some instances, such as the smaller birds. The downside was probably they didn't have many good extra deck options. If forced to use the small bird's graveyard effects, it locked you into special summoning wing beast monsters, which there wasn't much in 2019, since the archetype also didn't have an archetype tuner for synchros or enough matching levels for Xyz plays. That left them only being able to use links. And there weren't any great scenarios where bringing out Harpy Conductor or Hellsfrigger the Doom Eagle in the deck spelled victory. And as solid as their boss monsters were, they were heavily catered to the spell and trap cards. That didn't bode well against monster effects as they had little protection against them. So if the deck wanted any chance of getting better, they needed a go-to monster that helped them against monster effects, be a great target when they're locked into summoning only Wing Beasts, and all help the Simorghs as first or second turn cards. Surprisingly, they got this card in Duelist Overload in 2020, in one of, if not the best, Wing Beast Link monster ever printed. Introducing Simorgh, Bird of Sovereignty, a level 3 Wing Beast monster with 2400 attack. It requires 2+ monsters, including a Wing Beast monster. It couldn't be used as a link material, and it and the Wing Beast monsters it points to can't be targeted by card effects. When it would be destroyed by battle, you can destroy another Simorgh card instead. Once per turn during the end phase, you'd be allowed to special summon a Wing Beast monster from your hand or deck with a level less than or equal to the unused spell and trap card zones on the field. Now, you couldn't ask for a better boss monster for an archetype with potential. Easy requirements to meet, preventing your birds from being targeted, challenging to get off the field, and had the ability to generate any Wing Beast monsters from your hand or deck. Since the effect also depended on how many unused spell and trap card zones there were, this card was terrific on the first turn, as the maximum level Wing Beast you can bring out is 10, since your opponent has no established board when you go first. This card was a solid Link monster. That's the good news. The bad news is that this card had the words abusable written all over it. The archetypes like Harpy Ladies and Lyrilis could bring it out normally, but there were archetypes that could bypass the requirements to properly summon the Sovereign Avian. Enter Tri-Brigade, an archetype that could banish Wing Beast, Beast, or Beast Warrior monsters from the graveyard to special summon a Wing Beast, Beast, or Beast Warrior Link monster from the extra deck with a Link rating equal to the number banished. Nothing says free, abusable monsters than having an archetype that can bypass its requirements. To make it even more irritating, the archetype was splashable in decks like Lyrilis, making it easy to create giant boards with a ton of materials in the grave, with the ability to access Wing Beast monsters from your deck or hand. Whether it be the nice Omni-Negate like Mist Valley Apex Avian, or a card that locked your opponent into wind monsters like Barrier Statue of the Stormwinds. Trust us when we say neither of them made the game fun. This ultimately ended up costing Simorgh the archetype boss monster, as it was introduced to the Banhammer in February 2022. A monster that is easily brought out with proper or improper summoning methods and can fetch potential Omni-Negates or Floodgates from your hand or deck didn't have a good look on the meta. It didn't have a good look for Simorgh either, as many consider the deck unplayable without its prominent playmaker. The card meant to help them maintain their board presence, spam out their necessary monsters, and prevent them from harmful effects was shot out of the sky. What made it worse was the last piece of support, which was also good, but seemingly useless now due to the deck being unplayable. Simorgh, Bird of Perfection, was introduced in Battle of Chaos in 2022. While on the field, it's also a wind attribute. If that doesn't make this card good, this might make it a bit better, because once per turn, when you normal summon or special summon a Wing Beast monster, you can reveal this card from your hand to normal summon a Simorgh monster from your hand. And that's not all. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can send a Simorgh monster from your deck to the graveyard. Then add a Simorgh spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. No players complain about getting a card that does everything. It gives you a free extra normal summon, plucks a bird in the grave, and adds a spell or trap card to your hand. And most importantly, all this goes off if normal summoned. This is the only small bird that doesn't miss the timing, as the other bird effects go off when normal summoned. And in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh!, if the effect of a monster with a win in its text doesn't go off immediately and isn't the last thing to occur, you miss the timing of that card. So if you summon a bird off of this effect and it's not the last effect to go off, you get a bird with no effect. So most of the time, you'd summon this card with its own effect to bury a bird and then grab whatever spell you needed to combo off to get a bird for Simorgh of Sovereignty. Well, that would have been the combo if you still had it, since Sovereignty got its feathers plucked. So there were not that many great plays left for Simorgh except playing Lockdown or Tribute spamming. While I'm sure a lot of the bird up gang would like to say it was optimal, it wasn't as impactful as having access to a Logger Omni-Negate while being under the safe protection of the coolest Wing Beast Link 3. Not many archetypes can boast about having their very own circular, and then still not have enough gas to even make use of it. So let's get down to why this archetype failed. We can easily start with the fact that while the deck had many solid mechanics, it had no powerful end board options or plays once Sovereign went down. Losing the Bird of Birds did it no favor, as banning the card was necessary so it wouldn't get abused in a degenerate lockdown that slowed the game down horrendously, or always give you a free 2700 Hawk waiting to interrupt your plays. They did no favors by locking themselves into special summoning Wing Beast monsters only, as the pool of Wing Beast extra deck Link monsters is still slim, and by slim, we mean there are just 4 to choose from. Finally, the last nail in the coffin was the existence of missing timing. It's one thing to get screwed over by your opponent's plays and then have your combos disrupted. It's another thing to say you normal summoned one Samorg, chain perfection, summon another bird, resolve your effect, and get entirely nothing for it because reading is fundamental. Samorg has to suffer because of an if and when clause that was bound to peck the birds in the wings when they play them. Overall, the deck had potential, but due to clauses, the ban of its most powerful monster, and gameplay not being assertive enough with said monster, Samorg couldn't reach its peak perfection. Even if you went with the anti-spell fragrance lockdown strategy, it wouldn't be powerful enough in today's expensive children's card game due to the amount of board breakers that we have today, and the fact that anti-spell fragrance is an unsearchable limited card. If this isn't reason enough, just blame Tri-Brigade. It definitely was their fault. Whatever way you put it, the bird isn't the word anymore, as Samorg is now sitting in the Hall of Fail cards.
When your internet isn't 100% fiber, and you realize how much you're paying for it, you could do this. Or you could do something about it, like getting the deal of a lifetime on Frontier Fiber.
Okay, you're good to go.
Switch now to 100% fiber internet powered by the speed of light. Plans starting at just $29.99 per month. Plus, get free premium Wi-Fi and free expert installation.
Oh, nothing works on this acne.
Hi. Who? I'm a licensed dermatology provider from Cure.
How's this? Clubs? Search. Deep dip. Play your own music? You want me to play like streamer music? Wait, deep dip 2? Which one do I click?
Joel.
Streamers? Deep dip 2 streamers? Or am I variety streamer? TM streamers? SD streamers? Shallow dip? So this one, right? Or this one? 1 or 2? They're all the same. 2. Doesn't matter. Okay. Join room. I know the password. Sorry, chat. You can't join.
Hi, Pookie.
Yendel, thank you. Squeaks, do you double dip? Okay, I don't know how to play. I installed all the plugins. I set it up. So let's beat these fucking streamers. Okay, free camera. How do I do that? I played a little yesterday, by the way. Oh, do you guys want live split? Do you actually think I'm gonna beat this shit? Okay. You guys want a live split? How do I do that? F3? Plugins? Settings? Will this leak something important? How do I turn on the camera? There's a timer. Where? Oh, on the bottom? Yeah, but it's not like a live split. Doesn't matter. If I reset... Oh. That's what I thought. Okay, plugins? Oh, here we go, speedometer. It must be here. Total time. Plugin manager. Oh, here we go. Plugin manager, new plugin, green timer. Plugin. Wait, plugin manager, open manager. Oh. I have green timer. Oh, Dips Plus has a timer? Oh, green timer. Boom, ladies and gentlemen. Where do I put my camera in this fucking game? Here? Wait, Squeaks is racist? I'm racing. Okay, let's just restart. Okay, is there like a way to like know where to go? This is about as far as I got yesterday. Like, where do I never could figure this out. How am I not breaking? Oh, I can just go here. Do a race tier list tomorrow? I already told you the best race. It's a 100-meter dash. Okay. You go, so then I have to go like this? Yo, W! This is my PB! Yo, P7M.
Just drive, lil bro.
I'm trying. Okay, 34. How do you brake? How the fuck are you supposed to brake? Shit's so annoying.
It's so slow to break.
Hands at 10 and 2 young man.
Your tires get wet so they can't brake? B equals brake. You're just lying. Thank you, Virtuoso.
Just break, little man.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Omar. Wait, okay, I didn't think I was gonna have this much difficulty.
Who would listen to a streamer talking about race when he can't even finish a lap?
It's not a lap. Bro, we're trying to go as high as possible. I hate that you can see everyone on the left side. You can just see how far ahead everyone is, and I'm just on the bottom. Use controller? I don't know. What's wrong with having keyboard mouse? Shouldn't it be more precise? Okay. How the fuck are you supposed to make that? How the fuck are you supposed to make that shit? Boost? There's no boost. Right? There's no fucking boost. Use nitro. Like, stop! Hit B for I can't believe I'm listening to you.
If you reset and drive into the text that says free cam, it will show you how to do it.
Oh.
I wonder if playing this game will translate to skill in real life. Racing
How do you
event
make
confirmed.
that?
Exclamation point mousepad.
Okay, I'm gonna go into the free cam tutorial. Oh, that's the audio.
Here we are, again. This feels familiar somehow.
How do I
doesn't
mute
it?
this?
Like the cat in the Matrix.
Stop. How do I mute this? You can enter free cam by pressing numpad. I don't have numpad. I don't have numpad 7. What the fuck? I don't have a numpad. 7? It doesn't work. Small keyboard Andy? My name is Squeaks. I have a 10 keyless keyboard. Don't you have a function key? Yeah? Then what do I click? 7?
Hey, Skibble,
Not
just
working.
showing some love from Scotland.
Yo, thank you so much, Nittany, and thank you, Mr. McNaldos, for the sub. Hearts to the chat. No, I can do this. I don't need to free cam this shit. This is gonna be easy.
I don't even mean this in a rude way, but you are not gonna beat this, and you can change the binds in settings.
No, I will beat this. Thank God you said not in a rude way. You don't think I could beat this? Do you know how long I could play one
Get a load
game?
of this guy
I
trying
could
to
play
get
this
a
for like
job in
30
fintech,
hours
but
straight.
can't type in the number 7.
Okay, wait. Now let me just see, where do we go? So we have to make this jump. And to do that, we have to go really, really fast. Right? So I have to go really, really far back. Oh, can I get like... You have to go slow. Okay, I'll bind it in settings. Settings! Advanced options. Settings. Controls. Where's 7? Did I pass it? Num 7. Let's just make this regular 7. There we go. Yo! Now I'll get it. How do I go back? Num 1? Oh. God damn you. Controls. This seems hard. Maybe for you. Okay, here we go. Yes. Bro, legit, good luck. Wait, are you guys Trackmania viewers? You think this is possible for me? Like with everything you know? No shot? Do you understand what you're doing to me? How you're fueling me? I give it an honest 0% chance. Fuck you. I can do anything. You'll see. I can do anything. You were playing the short version, but still no. Great. First time chatter. Oh! What the hell? I get it now! Wait, I actually get it now.
Luna Jump can do this and he's like 50. He also has a 4770 star PB the Zoya.
Oops.
Zuma, how will I make this jump? I know I need to go slower.
Shut up. It's a $5 minimum for AI TTS. I can make this jump. I know I can. It's easy. It's easy. Genuinely easy. For far too long, you guys have just underestimated me. Okay, that's gonna fall. How is it possible to gain, like, speed if you, like, brake? You could probably do the first jump, but it gets way harder. You guys know I'm a fucking award-nominated speedrunner, right? Oh, this guy just did this. Two-time award-nominated.
Lightning McSquexing my meat.
Oh my god. This is how you gain speed. You fucking like that? Now what? Okay, now we have to go up and to the right. Oh shit! No, please! I didn't copy anyone's answers. I was tactically looking. It wasn't Rizzo who helped me. Just say good job. Oh, we have to go up the purple. Oh!
Good afternoon, Mr. Squex.
Okay, watch this. Please, no! Kaboom. Yo, thank you, Wallimer. Good afternoon. Rocking the carriage, and then full send it. Okay, we have to come at an angle. We have to come at an angle. Watch this. How do you do this? Isn't it like against the laws of physics? Hit the wall? Okay, let's go into free cam. Break! Don't make me laugh. Break! Why is it? Okay, we're just gonna go here. We're just gonna go here. Okay? Don't make me laugh. You have to hit the wall. What the how did that guy just do that? I can go into this wall? Okay, be serious. Thank you, Climb Ryrie. If I fall, I'm gonna kill this stupid fucking car. Too slow. Oh. Oh, I have an idea, actually. Oh, yeah. Actually, I know how to do it. It's not cheating. It's not cheating. You like this? I fucking love this dude. I feel like sometimes you guys act like I'm some sort of like possum. I'm not some possum, okay? I'm not some helpless little critter on the side of the road. I'm a full-ass man. Yeah, oh god. Yes, dude. No, I'm not. I'm not some possum. Oh my god. That's gotta be good. Okay. Okay.
Hi Squex, looking good today. Flirt.
Fuck. Oh my, am I really gonna do this? Back to the water. Thank you, Nix. Appreciate it. Thank you, Springu. Thank you, Dr. Shay, for the 5 gifted.
He sounds kinda gay. Anyway, mod me Squeena.
Why would you want to be a mod? Anyone who wants to be a mod will be a terrible mod.
Happy 5 months, Pookie.
Yo! Okay. Like this? Let's fucking go. Now, what do you do here? You're a turtle? Don't post the turtle in my chat. Just you fucking wait. It'll take me like 20 minutes and I'll be like the best Trackmania player ever. This shit's easy. Like, I don't want to start drama or whatever, but Trackmania players, like, what do you hold W? Give me a fucking break. See? It's as simple as that. You can't wait for you to play Deep Dips 2. This is Deep Dips 2. I'm not playing the streamer version. I'm playing like the real ass version. Okay. Now we go up here. Go on the fucking ramp. Turn around. This is it. You fucking like that? Should we go this way? I have to go the other way. Okay, now this shit is so easy. Oh, close. Sorry. Sorry. No, it's not funny. I worked so hard for this. I can't fall. Sorry about that. Yo, Akimbo Slices, thank you. I need more, speed. Like this. It's just perfection. Skip and Sam, thank you. Now I go here. Oh, this is gonna be so fucking easy. Oops. This part, Pepela. You've never played this before. Look at you. Only the first time chatters are the Trackmania chatters. Wait, I'm gonna need more speed here, won't I? So!
I could never play this game. Vroom vroom looking would have got me shook, LOL.
Squex the kinda guy to run into your bedroom and shout, "There is a spider in my room, you need to get it." 5 inches.
I would kill a spider. No, I'm just kidding. I would actually pick it up and take it to the toilet. Oh man! Why am I doing this? Don't talk to me. What are you doing? Is it gonna take you a week? Wait, I'm actually not too far off from all these other guys. No, no kappas. Spaghetti soup, thank you.
Anyone
You're
else
actually
watch
doing pretty
Specs
good.
with their
This is my
shirts and
first time
pants
playing
off?
Trackmania ever. Okay, impressed? Yo! That was awesome. That was fucking awesome, man. What the fuck? You're lying? I literally installed this yesterday. Oh, just get that. Wait, I wasn't even past floor 1? Okay. Oh, so I hate this jump. What am I supposed to do here? This is floor 0? Dude, come on. No! I can't! It's so infuriating. No, man. It's so infuriating. Does anyone know what direction I go? Oh, floor gang. That's why you guys are saying that. I just don't fuck with that. Not bad for your first time. Thank you. I'm learning slowly but surely. I'll get there, chat. Don't worry. You guys believe in my gaming abilities, don't you? Oh, water on your tires fucks it up big time. Fuck me. This is my first time. What's up, Red? Oh! Ex Rizzo owns you. What the fuck is that picture? Don't post that picture of me. What the hell is that? What is that? What is that picture? I took a picture of me at Applebee's. I recognize that. I was so happy I was having a bourbon burger. It's my favorite. Cut. Oh. With a little Zaza. I actually don't partake in any illicit substances, including the use of marijuana. Dude, I don't want this anymore. It's a stupid game. No, it's not. You're telling me, look at, I'm like the worst one in the whole server, and this is a server for fucking streamers. You're telling me I'm a bad gamer? For stream, oh, Yorkie just fell. Oops. Is this how you drive in real life? No. Whenever I drive in real life, I'm drunk. And I'm always looking at my phone. What? Oh my god, me too? No, I'm just kidding. I actually don't drive. I sold my car. 2009 Toyota Corolla, baby, in gold. That shit was so good. If I ever drive, I'm getting it back. It's the best car of all time. Sports edition. I hate the flex. Did you sell it for 20K? No, I sold it for like $6 grand. Maybe even less. I don't remember. I sold it to the Geico guy. because my car didn't start, and then I was like, hey, he's like, oh, this is a pretty reliable old car here. I was like, do you want it? No, Geico, the insurance place. How do you go up here better? What am I not realizing? Oh, you just don't even have to go that fast. Okay, if I fall here... Dude, it's so annoying! I'm about to rage. Let me at least PB. By the way, I'm going to be doing a Rune level 1 Elden Ring run. I know nothing about how to do it, so I'm going to need backseaters. Can you guys let all of your coolest Elden Ring buddies bring them into the stream? I'm not kidding. Listen, I've seen the people here. You're not going to help me. You're not going to help me. A what run? It's an Elden Ring run where you never level up. You have to be level 1 in everything. Yo, Alicia, thank you.
XDD, the sunlight is reflecting beautifully off of your dome today.
Yo, thank you.
Thank you for being such a light in people's lives.
Wait, what the fuck? Thank you for watching. A light, huh? That's what I'm fucking talking about, baby. And we're back. Is this PB, chat? What do you think? PB? Oh shit, I went too fast. I just got excited. Don't turtle! Wait, am I getting good? Wait, he air broke? Is that wrong? Wait, is air braking wrong? How many... Any first-time chatters here? Any, like, I trust all of the non-subs. If you're a non-sub and you're a first-time chatter, you can have anything. Because I imagine you click the stream from the Trackmania. What? I'm just being real. Never air brake. You're not lying to me, are you? Okay. Yo, Loons Gaming, thank you. Like, you want to see this? You know how I can tell I can't trust the chat? One in chat if you have beaten this already. You see what I mean? They're just liars. They're all lying. Vodka, hi. And thank you so much, Loons, again. Hi. Oh, this guy's struggling. Laugh at him. Wait, these are actually my colleagues. Sorry about that. Don't laugh at him. You fucking like that? Back to where I was. Kablam. Please! I'll do anything! No! I'll do anything! No! Please, please, please! Yes, 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 yes! No! 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 Yes! Just go back? Oh. Okay. Now I have to... How the fuck is this possible? Don't you know conservation of momentum? What the fuck are you talking about? I'm playing a video game. For kids, probably. Okay, focus.